What's happening, movie buffs? My name is Aaron, and with me, as always, is Pat, and welcome back to Cinema Studies, a podcast all about movie news, trailer reactions, and breakdowns. We suggest some stuff, and then we usually play a game at the end, or try to anyways.
We've never played a game, have
we? I think we did once.
One time.
With us today in the studio is Dan the Man.
Hello, hello, hello.
Handsome Dan, as I call him.
Oh, stop it. You're making me blush already.
You
promised you wouldn't do that.
Well, you know, I don't always keep my promises. We're going to start things off with some movie news. Movie. Karen Gillian is 33. You guys know who Karen Gillian is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what. It was Jumanji that really made me notice her.
Yeah.
I follow
You know what I mean?
all redheads. I follow all redheads.
Right? Right? There's
She's-
something to it.
She's good in Jumanji. I liked her in Oculus. Did you ever see the
Oh,
Oculus?
yes.
Yeah, she's
Is that the
great
one
in
with
that.
the mirror?
Yep.
That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
she was in that. That was a WWE produced movie. Did you know that?
I did know that. It's weird. That is
Yes,
super weird.
They actually had a decent movie under their belt.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, there's a
Wasn't
first time
that
for
See No
everything.
Evil? WWE?
See No Evil,
yeah.
See No Evil 2,
'Cause of Kane?
starring Glenn Jacobs, Kane.
I
Sorry,
heard it's
guys.
good. I've never seen
Of
it.
course you know that.
I haven't seen that one. I don't know.
I know.
That's good. Did you see
yeah.
the second one?
I never saw either one of the Kane ones.
I tell you what, the first one,
I heard it was good.
It was good. It was a good horror movie. It was good. It had its moments. The second one, they went too over the top with the horror. It was just it was
Crank
a little
2.
much.
Crank
Crank 2, yes.
There you go.
Yes, good call.
That's exactly.
I need
yeah.
a Crank 3 with him on fire like the whole time. Just burn marks or just on fire the whole time.
Ridiculous.
I'd watch it.
I'd
Yeah.
watch it.
I mean, it's Chef Chelios, of course.
Chef Chili?
Chef Chelios.
That's his name? Chef?
Chev
Oh, Chev.
Chelios.
Chev.
I kept hearing that.
That's the director? Writer?
No, that was Jason Statham's character's name.
Jeff.
Chev.
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 There's probably...
Chev.
I get.
To be fair, that guy from...
To be fair,
the guy from... I wanted to do it back, and I was like, it's too late. The guy that played Pedro. He could have...
oh yeah,
He could be triplets. In the
Yeah,
third
I
movie,
forgot he was in
another brother.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not generic or anything.
Forgot
else.
about that.
Was that a Napoleon Dynamite drop there?
Yeah, the guy who plays Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite is in the first
He's the one that
and
got-
the second one.
Yeah.
How did he die in the first one? Didn't he get the bag across the face?
Yeah. Yep.
And he died? Suffocated?
What's funny?
Yep.
He
And
came
then
back in
his-
the second one as
and
a
then his
twin
twin brother came
It should be
out.
triplets.
Yeah.
Bring him back in the third
That'd be
movie.
funny.
10 years ago, the Peoria Rivermen used to bring celebrities in to get people to buy tickets. They would bring a lot of wrestlers in. 1 week, they brought in Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
For real?
I swear to God.
I would have went, but
Swear to God.
I would have went.
Swear to me.
Oh, that's my line.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry about that.
I got to come up with a line.
Your wife used that the other day.
Oh.
Oh, did she?
Swear to me.
Oh my gosh.
Burn.
I just meant the Batman thing.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
What else is in the news? The Croods came out
Yes.
to shock and some dismay, I guess. I don't know. Have you guys seen the first Croods?
First one's really good, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right.
It's a fun movie, but I have to say, I have to point out the fact that it has Emma Stone.
Oh, I thought he was going for Nick Cage.
No. Emma Stone. That's my jam.
That was
I
one
like
of the
Emma
last
Stone.
movies I saw with my dad before he died.
Like my son. Way to bring it down. Always,
Yeah.
always find a way to bring
December
it down.
1st. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I'm out of here. See you guys. I'm out.
Jeez.
No, it was one of the
Well,
last
thank you
ones.
so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Great, thanks.
I
Pat.
didn't mean to bring it in.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it was good. I saw it in theaters.
It opened Thanksgiving weekend to 9.71 million.
It's not good, right?
No,
Even with the
Even for
corona
animated?
going on.
even with Corona, which is
That's
kind
still
of
not good?
surprising. It was estimated 14.22 million
With Corona.
through Wednesday. Yeah, which
I'd still say that's probably a win.
I agree. Unfortunately,
That's probably a win.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of news outlets that are comparing it to things such as Frozen 2, which personally I don't think is fair.
That's not fair. That's
not fair at all.
COVID at all,
No.
was it? No.
No, it opened in 7 international markets, and it is estimated to gross about $35 million just from.
How much did it cost to make? Do you know?
That's a good question. I can look it up.
I'm sure they make that back.
We have the internet now, which is crazy. We didn't have the internet in our old studio. We moved again, by the way.
Nobody
again.
knows. That's fine.
Again,
I like it. I feel like I'm at home in here.
We don't pay rent here. So.
that's a bonus. There's no rent. I very much am a fan of that.
Yeah, that's nice.
So with the first Croods movie, it was one of those cartoon movies where you watch the trailer and you get an idea, but you don't know where they're going with it.
Yeah.
Would you say that's probably how the second one's going to be?
I don't know. That's the thing is the first one was really good, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. The kids like it a lot, and I'm like, where are they going to take it? What are they going to do with it? What?
You've already got their dumb cavemen.
Yeah, where else are they going to go?
Yeah.
Although there were some funny jokes in the trailer,
Yeah.
the one where she throws the rock at him, and he's like, never apologize for an effective kill circle or whatever. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of funny jokes in there.
Nick Cage is still good.
Nick Cage is still good in that. $65 million is the budget.
Whoa, they've got some work.
Yeah.
They've got some work.
It's estimated that you usually, depending on your marketing strategy,
double that, right?
you got to double it. So it'd be, was it $130 million?
Oh, and they're at 9?
Yeah. Well, that was just U.S. So estimated about $35 million right now. That was a couple days ago. So it could bump up.
Do they have toys? They have merchandise? You'll be all right.
I'm sure they do.
No merchandise? I don't know.
I don't see merchandise for it. I'm
No,
a
I
big
haven't
toy
seen it.
guy.
I don't go to
don't
stores anymore
see-
because I don't want
Yeah.
COVID?
to. I don't want to
Get,
die.
get the vid. You don't want the vid.
Yeah, I don't want the vid.
I get it.
I'm good. Yeah, I don't know. It looked all right to me. I probably won't go see it in theaters just because I don't want to die or whatever.
But that's
It's a kids movie. We just go by ourselves.
yeah.
There you go.
You
Like
just
the last couple times. We just go by
That's right.
ourselves.
Yeah,
sit
just
down
by
and-
ourselves. Oh, did you take the kids to go see Frozen 2?
Nope.
no, I didn't.
No.
Well,
I got to get all that Elsa. That's all mine.
What we do now, we just go there, we sanitize the armrest, and we sit still. Just don't take a kid because we'll touch every
Don't
square inch of
move.
the chair.
Don't even breathe. Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah, we did. We
Was
saw
that-
New Mutants.
And I saw Bill and Ted.
You saw Bill and Ted. I saw that at home.
Okay, Bill and Ted and New Mutants were the two I saw.
Yeah.
It was a quick turnaround, wasn't it? Was it the same day? Bill and Ted Theater?
Yeah.
on demand, same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing they're doing for Wonder Woman, actually.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yes,
We'll talk about
absolutely.
that. Disney is going to terminate 32,000 employees in the first quarter of 2021.
Well, trip to Disneyland because you can get away with more now. Right?
But that's the thing. My trip to Disneyland will actually pay for 32,000 people
It's a lot of
with
money.
the cost.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That
So,
it's one of those things where it's like it's Disney.
Yeah.
They've got all. It's like Walmart. Does Disney own Walmart? They may.
No.
At this point, they may.
They could lose $10 billion this year and they'd still come out on
And
top.
they would still be okay.
You're fine.
But
I
you're
mean, they're
just-
still going to. I mean, I think
Yeah.
the latest numbers for Disney Plus were like 72 million
Oh,
subscribers or something like that. It's
Incredible.
ridiculous.
They should pay those
Incredible.
32,000 employees like $1,000 a month. They'd still be fine.
And
So-
they would exactly.
Just pay them $1,000 a month.
I agree with
that's,
that.
That's
to
enough.
preface,
Yep.
Disney announced that it's going to lay off 28,000 employees from Disney parks. 2/3 of those are part-time staffers. So
That softens the blow a little
a
bit.
little bit, yeah.
Is that fair to say? We all know how it works.
So 28,000 out of the 32,000?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's not too bad.
People
but
that work there right now are like,
there are still 30. There are still. I know, right?
they are.
There's still 37,000 Disney employees that are on furlough as of October 3rd. So
Well,
it's crazy.
You bringing this up reminds me that they're having a Super Mario something in some foreign country like in a couple months. They're opening a Super Mario Land or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Hold on.
You gonna
now.
Google it?
Yeah, I'm googling
As-
it right now.
There's
As
a
they
Nintendo-
should.
like a
Live,
Nintendo or-
live breaking news.
Like
What?
a Nintendo or a Mario Land or something opening like 2 or 3 months.
That's.
They're going to take all of those Disney characters.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take those people that you fired. We'll take them.
We're going to take those people you sinned against. We're going to bring them over to Mario Land.
I think it's in Europe or Asia or something. I don't know, somewhere.
Japan.
Japan, okay.
Yeah.
It's still
I mean,
capitalized, huh?
and that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Super Nintendo World is an upcoming theme park area under construction at Universal Studios
March?
Japan, which will open February 4th,
There you go.
2021.
I remember most of it. Not bad.
Wow,
Not
that's
bad.
kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I would go there if I had, money.
I would go there if there weren't a billion people there. Again, COVID. Good.
They're probably safe over there.
Built in immediately.
Maybe.
They might be. Well, no, like they did it the right way early on.
well,
And they might already be over it.
Yeah, that's true.
They're gonna look at
not-
you like the weirdo.
I don't want to get too political here.
Nah,
Joss Whedon exits HBO series The Nevers.
never heard of it.
Now, I got to say, this has yet to even start filming, correct?
Yes, that's
and,
correct.
and he's already now. One thing interesting that I had read about this
Okay.
was the fact that anytime you mention Joss, it's especially nowadays with the reshoots of the Justice League and everything
Yep.
that's going on, but apparently Ray Fisher is pointing to the fact of all of the investigations that's going on, all of the discrepancies that's going on with Joss. He's saying that's the reason why you're not doing it.
I think that's the reason that he is exiting. Yes, I think they're asking.
It makes sense.
I think they're asking him to step away.
But he is using the excuse of exhaustion.
Yeah, it's more than I could, more than I was anticipating, or whatever he said. Yes, yeah,
It's, anytime you want to look soft going out of a bad situation, you say, I'm kind of tired.
Well, he did the same thing with Age of Ultron, post Age of Ultron. A bunch of news outlets were asking him if he was going to come back and do another one, and he said, "Oh, it was just too much for me to handle." Well, this also happened for Batgirl. He was slated to write and direct Batgirl, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Like,
Yeah, but did you see how that turned out? Good choice.
no, not Batwoman, not the show.
Oh, okay.
The Batgirl, the movie that was tied in with the DCEU.
Okay. Never happened. Okay.
No. So I don't know. I like Joss Whedon. I don't like Joss Whedon as a person necessarily.
But he's
He's listening.
But he's a good director.
He's got a creative mind.
Firefly, like the
Serenity?
Buffy. Yeah, Serenity is part of
Movie,
Firefly.
all
Yeah.
that
The Avengers, obviously, Age of Ultron. I mean, he is a
that
good
bald
director. Thank you for
I
lumping
just-
me in with
I think
Joss
he has
Whedon.
a red
Appreciate
beard,
that.
too. As a matter of fact.
Just hit my face.
I didn't. He does not. He has own face.
There we go. Oh my god.
You know what's funny about Joss? I called him Josh for many years, too. might I add. Josh,
The first of many.
he has a quote. It's a very famous quote when you dive into the inner bowels of the internet. Joss once said, "Remember to always be yourself. ... unless you suck." Where do you guys take that? Does he suck?
I think
Should
he's-
he be ashamed of himself
I think
with
he
all the
sucks now.
controversy?
I don't
Yes.
know. I mean, I don't know. I think.
He's your new Bryan Singer.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, it's totally
Kinda.
different. It's a little different of a situation because Bryan Singer's accused of molesting young boys,
That's a big... Yeah.
Accused of.
bringing young boys to the set of X-Men and having them wait for him in his trailer and all that kind of stuff, and it was very creepy.
He brought the Wolverine claws back with him.
Yeah. Gross. And Joss is accused of many different things. One of them being discriminatory behaviors on the set of Justice League, and another thing being sexually harassing to female stars and stuff like that.
There's only like 2 of them, right?
This goes back to Firefly and Buffy and all that stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a bad joke, but if I was working around Gal Gadot, it might be hard to not be a little bit pervy.
That it would be.
Sorry.
Ben Affleck? Is that one? Am I stepping out of my...
Ben Affleck.
I'm joking.
Ben Affleck.
I'm joking. It's horrible.
It is horrible, but
Gal Gadot, I'd be like, it's hard not to flirt with you.
Yeah,
Well,
she's pretty.
She's
a pretty one.
One of the things with that is that there is a scene in Justice League.
Amy Adams too. Sorry.
There's a scene in Justice League where Wonder Woman is saved by the Flash, and he's laying on top of her, and then he gets off of her very quickly, and it's kind of a...
Wasn't in the movie?
It was in the movie.
Oh, it was in the movie.
And I'll get to that. Within that, she didn't want to do the scene because she was like, this adds no humor. This isn't funny. She's like, I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't want to do this. So Joss decided on her day off, he would have her stunt double come in and do it anyways.
That's shitty, yeah.
So, it's that kind of stuff that...
Well, it's shady from the fact that after Batman... Superman v. Batman, right? She had some of the biggest press that was coming out of that. Then the Wonder Woman movie comes out. It's like, man, she's got some clout at this point, and he's still willing to go to that. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big
it's
deal.
definitely shitty, but it wasn't really hers. I mean,
yeah,
kind of not shitty.
I think the part that's shitty is that he did it.
Didn't let her know first.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
Yeah. So
I mean, it wasn't really her. So
not to get too serious, but
No,
it sucks. I don't know. I like the stuff Joss Whedon did in the past. I think he is a talented director and a writer, but unfortunately,
just kill this part of your career.
It sucks.
Continue forward.
Sucks for him.
Strong.
I mean, it doesn't really suck for him.
Well, no, I mean, if he killed this now, if he squashed this and never had anything like this again in the next 10 years, you'd be like, all right.
Well, look what happened to Mel Gibson.
He's good again.
He said he hated Jews or whatever, and
That's you.
and now that is me. And now he's back. So,
But you like Mel Gibson, and you're a Jew.
I don't.
Did you forgive him?
Come on.
You feel
What do you-
you love Mel, right?
You like his movies. You like his director things.
I didn't like Apocalypto. That was terrible.
It's like a handshake and maybe a half a hug.
Yeah.
It's like a thanks.
And he grazed his hand on your butt.
No,
You feel better.
I'm good.
You feel better. No, it forgives all. Come on, it forgives all.
If that forgives all, I'd be Josh Whedon and give Gal Gadot a
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you?
I went too far. I'm an
Is
asshole.
anyone surprised by that? No.
Sorry, everybody. You'd do it if you had the chance. Assholes.
Quibi's officially dead.
I don't know what that is. It was dead before I even knew about it. To me,
I was hoping you didn't know what it is. Do you know what Quibi is, Dan?
You lost me.
Okay. So Quibi is an app specifically for your phone that allows you to watch 10-minute episodes of premium television. What does that sound like to you?
sounds like a lid coming off of a cup right there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like. Hold 10-minute clips.
10-minute
Clips.
episodes. No, episodes.
No,
Full
you
episodes.
you get from the beginning to the end, and you get to see the whole thing, but it's condensed.
It's a 10-minute episode specifically designed for that platform.
I think it's...
Would you watch something like that?
I wouldn't, because...
Not even if they had great shows like...
Nothing?
I can't think of anything.
10
off the top of
minutes?
my head.
Here's the
10 minute
problem
episodes?
with that.
Sam Raimi had a show on there.
Spider-Man 4.
No.
Going to 20 episodes.
I'd watch that. No.
Starring,
Tobey
Well,
Maguire.
Bruce Campbell.
of course,
What?
as Mysterio.
Yeah. No, he had a show on there called 50 States of Fright or something like that. And each episode, or each, I don't want to say episode because it was like segment, was 3 episodes and they were in a different state and it told some sort of a scary story. Really interesting concept. Totally interesting concept. Now, take that concept, Sam Raimi's, executive producer. He's writing it. He's helping direct things. He's got really famous actors in it. I think Joel Edgerton was in one of them. Now take that and put it in portrait mode on your phone.
Right.
Portrait mode. Landscape. Oh my God.
He's officially doing it. Right?
Landscape. Portrait. Everything was this way.
It's right there. It's condensed.
Why?
But you get the whole story.
My question is, they had it designed where if you held your phone sideways, landscape, you would watch the full frame widescreen, right? But then when you flipped it to portrait mode, it would crop everything. What?
Sucky.
Why?
That's horrible.
It's so stupid. And there's a podcast I listen to called The Weekly Planet, and on it they had a group of gentlemen called the Anti-Donna Group, and they have a show on Netflix now. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should. It's on Netflix. You just got to watch it. That's the one we watched.
What's it called?
Anti-Donna.
Anti-Donna.
Big old House of
That's
Fun.
the name. That's what I would Google, and it would pop up.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Really? What?
Yes.
No.
Anti-Donna.
Anti-Donna.
Okay.
AUNTY.
You said we watched it. What did we watch?
That show. It's a 30-minute show. Anyways, on it.
Funny one?
Yeah.
Oh, like the Workaholics thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know
Yeah, and on the episode that I was listening to, they're on there and they're talking about how they went to Quibi to pitch the show, and they walked by the editor's offices, and they had one monitor in landscape and one monitor flipped the other way, and they're editing that way, and they're just like, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Right.
So Quibi's officially dead.
I don't know what that is. But
Yeah.
It was dead before I knew
Maybe
about
it's
it.
good that it's dead.
I think it's good that it's dead.
It's good that it's dead. It just,
What's it remind me of? The sandwich place and the burrito place?
What?
Kadobi and...
Qdoba? And
Okay, there you go.
Qdoba.
And then there's like a sandwich place too, right? No?
I don't
Subway.
know how to fix this.
Subway, yeah. Sounds
I'm struggling with this.
sounds just like that.
Dan, help me.
Okay, I'll get up.
I
and
can't
help
do
you.
it.
I got you.
Dan's our new on-call audio technician.
We actually got to spin it a little bit. All right, it's gonna keep falling, but just kink it down here, and you're gonna have better not fallage.
Fallen like
There you go.
Evanescence.
Can I get it closer to the mic?
Yeah, go ahead, but just keep it kinked right there by your wrist.
My wife tells me that all the time.
Okay. Whoa.
Sorry. So hold on.
With lava.
I wonder if she's going to listen to this.
But
Not now.
Probably. They'll be like, don't listen to it.
She'll
Don't do it.
get to that part and just done.
I'm done. I'm not
That's
watching.
it.
To go back, because I think this is a very interesting topic.
Okay.
You're talking about a 10-minute episode compared to a half an hour or hour-long episode.
Correct.
I'm a big horror guy.
Correct.
Horror, not horror. Horror.
Some whores in this house.
It's just got
Horrors in this house.
wop. Some of the best, most
Still love it. when they hear it.
scary, if you will, most terrifying things that you can watch is they actually have a thing with YouTube, and that's why it's such a big deal now. It's because it's on YouTube, but it's horror shorts, and you can watch a horror movie and you'll get one or two scares throughout an hour and a half movie. These horror shorts that they're actually doing competitions, people win awards for them now. From start to finish, you're terrified.
Yeah.
I'm desensitized to everything, and I'm watching these things, and I'm going, "Whoa, that's that." I peed my pants twice during that, and I'm still peeing. But to get to the point, the whole point that I bring up with this is length doesn't matter. Keep your minds clean,
Ladies.
okay? Length, it could be
We
something
all
that's.
know it's about the girth.
It's what you do with it.
It's how you play it. That's right. When it comes down to these, entertainment, I think some people will be intrigued by the stuff that is entertaining for, it's quick. in quick succession, and
They
that's
love that.
why.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, that's why some of these TV shows that are an hour long, boom, it's because it's entertaining for that entire hour.
Right.
But then you jump over to film and cinema, where we're kind of experts at, and you have something new with the internet where it's 10 minutes long, and that's from start to finish. But you have to say, but is it entertaining you for that entire time? And if it is, then you just have to deal with the fact that you need to fit a whole lot more of that one thing into an hour. You're talking, you got to fit 6 of those into what you would usually watch one.
Right.
I'm fascinated by that stuff, and hopefully we can touch more on that in the future. But
He's
it's
talking.
just,
He's talking Endgame.
I'm talking
That
Endgame.
first
here.
hour took so long.
Absolutely.
Some people go, this movie is not that great
Yes.
because the first hour takes too long.
Yes, absolutely.
But for
They've already
me
made
and
up their
Aaron were like,
mind.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
okay.
it's fascinating how the internet's kind of changed everything.
That last
So
30
I
minutes
guess,
makes up
well,
for it.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
my point with it was to me, it sounds like YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every
100%.
video I watch on YouTube is 10 minutes long.
It's 10 minutes.
Of what's her face?
11, 12 minutes
Sniper
long,
Wolf
whatever. And I don't watch that. That's Alyssa.
You do.
I don't watch that crap.
That's fine. You watch it.
What? Whatever she does. Wow, or whatever the hell it is. Stupid.
I don't know who that is,
she's-
but that was a good impression.
Oh, thank you.
That
Thank
He
you.
needs to look her up. She's super cute.
Is she
We'll
hold on. Big, thick black rim glasses.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
I'm
the
imagining
one!
Rico or Parker.
Yes.
Brunette, yeah.
Yes. Sign me up.
Creepy.
Wife material right there. Wifey.
So
Delete that part.
the I sent you guys the outline, or I sent you the outline. I didn't send one to Pat. But before you guys came over,
I have it.
some
Right
breaking news came out.
Yes.
The Oscars
Yes.
will be in person.
Isaac?
So the question, no, he'll be Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my question
That
is,
Oscar is good to go.
what the fuck are they giving awards to?
The 3 movies that came out this year?
What came out? What New Mutants is going to get a movie? Tenet's going to get.
New Mutants is not going to win anything, no.
Here's the thing.
I like New
Here's
Mutants. It's not
here's
gonna
my
win
reason. Here's my reason for saying this.
Okay.
The Oscars have a specific rule that dictates you cannot be nominated unless you are played in a theater.
You're
So
kidding
since
me.
what, February?
I did not know
February or
that.
March? So it's Bill and Ted against it's Bill and Ted against
It's February. Usually it's in February.
so it's Bill and well
So my
Bill and
question
Ted
is,
February, right? Bill and Ted
even
against-
if they came out streaming, they weren't played in a theater. So how is that going to work? And the thing
that
is,
one movie wins every
and
award.
the thing is,
Yeah.
is that the Academy doesn't want to change that because then Netflix movies, if they don't go straight to a theater before they go to streaming, can then be nominated for Academy Awards.
So you're saying that Adam Sandler can't get the best actor for Hubie Halloween?
Nope.
Damn
I
it.
know.
I'm done. I quit.
I know, right?
I quit.
I know. He should have gotten nominated. I'm sorry, he should have at least got nominated for Uncut Gems. And I know you haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
Dude,
It's depressing.
What?
I know it's depressing. And it's
Yeah.
I know it's edge of your seat depressing. I don't want to watch that.
I don't understand how he didn't get nominated at least.
I want to watch it, but I
So
don't
mad.
want to watch it.
But- but-
it's-
I understand
it's
that.
Who
sad.
beat him in the nominations? Did it make sense to you?
I don't know.
Do you I mean, was it anybody that was like, okay, that makes sense? Or was it
2019
like,
nominations? Let me look.
His shoe movie was pretty good. What was that called?
Cobbler or something or other?
Collar was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't remember.
People don't give enough credit. He does.
He's a good actor when he has something he's passionate about.
He does like 3. Okay, I think who was it? Jonah Hill or Seth Rogen? Somebody made a joke about this where they do like. No, it was on the it was the roast of James Franco. They do 2 or 3 movies for them, like for the fans. And they do one for themselves, and they do 2 or 3 movies for the fans. They do one for themselves. Like,
Okay. All right. Here we
feel
go.
like it was
Here we
one-
go.
one for
Here we go.
himself.
Ready?
that's a good way to
Yeah.
do it?
You're going to like this.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Bradley Cooper, A Star is Born.
was
Willem
this
Dafoe, this is 2019. Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. Viggo Mortensen for Green Book.
He's still around?
Never seen
Yeah.
it.
Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Didn't see it.
and Christian Bale for Vice.
Didn't see any of those movies. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. Cinema Stud is gone.
Is it really that different from any other year? I mean,
It's a bunch of white
four
guys.
out of 5 of these movies we haven't seen.
No.
And if we do see it, we've fallen asleep after the first 10 minutes. You know, it's rough to get through.
Based on a true story,
And,
or it's boring, or
Yeah, and you have to sit there and you have to say, well, I tell you what.
it's a super drama.
Yeah, when it comes to the art of acting, these guys they're going to another level, and usually that's with a drama or a sad story in general.
Well, yeah, look at Christian Bale for Vice. He gained like 100 pounds.
I mean,
Vice?
absolutely.
I can't even picture the movie in my head.
It's about Dick Cheney and
Yep.
George W.
Yeah.
George W.
I'm thinking, what, The Machinist? That's what I'm thinking of.
Machinist or machinist
Machinist
or
or
whatever.
is it-
Machinist, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. But
He lost like 5 million pounds or something.
Well, you look at Jared
5
Leto.
million, yeah.
It's the same thing with
Yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club. He looked scary
Yeah.
in that. And it's like, yeah, he deserved to win that. And it wasn't based on the fact that he lost so much weight and he was a completely different looking guy. It was the fact that he lost that weight and then he
Use that
engulfed the character because and I'm not big into that kind of stuff because I think it's a job at the end of the day on so many levels, but you have to give respect. If I went to work and was able to create some miraculous thing that people talk about, it doesn't matter what your job is. It is still a miraculous thing, and you have to give props to those people. So Jared Leto and all these people, Christian Bale, golf. I'm gonna golf clap him. I'm gonna golf clap.
He blew my
him right
he
now.
blew my mind when I saw it. Yeah.
It's just one of
I
those
saw
things.
it once. I don't remember it.
Yep.
But I remember I enjoyed it and it was really good.
Exactly. I agree 100% with that. Yep.
So, to boil it down, the Oscars are going to be in person. I don't know what they're going to. I'm intrigued to see what the nominations
What
are going to
month is
be.
that?
It's usually February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued to see what the nominations are going to be. I think they usually release nominations toward the end of December, early January.
It's got to be in
So-
theaters only, so it's like New Mutants.
That's
Bill
what the
Bill and
rule
Ted and
has
New Mutants.
been for the last, whatever, 100 years.
Bill
or
and
whatever.
Ted and New Mutants are going to get neck to neck as the greatest movie of the year.
Well, they got Tenet in there as well.
Oh,
I was
So
in the theater.
Tenet
Tenet sweeps.
probably.
It sweeps.
Probably.
Sorry, Keanu.
It won't win for best sound design, though. That's for sure.
I love you, Keanu.
So my last bit of news is another one that just came out right before you guys got here, and that is
No.
what?
I'm following your...
I know we're not there yet.
Okay.
It's not on there, and that is that Peter Dinklage has been cast
You added that to the
As-
paperwork. All right, well, that's fine.
as. This is after I printed everything.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but I saw the time and Jared. I was like, no.
Peter Dinklage has been
He-
cast
As Tom.
as the Toxic Avenger.
You're kidding me. You are kidding me. So it makes me mad. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Why?
say, it makes me mad.
Why?
I met the guy that played Troma. Does anybody know his first name? Or we just know him as Troma guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy that created the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, okay.
His name is something Troma, and he creates. It's not even B grade movies; it's C grade movies.
UA Bowl or whatever.
Yeah, it's very
Bow.
yeah. It's way off the beaten path. Nobody has seen those movies.
Nobody has seen a UA Bowl movie. I agree with you there. Yeah.
It's not good.
He created Toxic Avenger, and that was his big claim to fame.
Okay.
So it's like, and I tell you what, being a kid, I'm a product of the 80s.
Sure.
I was born in 83. And then towards the early 90s, the Toxic Avenger became a little mainstream. They had a Nintendo game. They had action figures.
They had a cartoon.
That's probably
They had
when,
a cartoon.
They had a cartoon with.
that's when we would have gotten into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Cat, like,
cartoon.
exactly.
Yeah.
he would clean up all of the sludge with his dirty, moldy, sludge-filled mop. Mm-hmm. But he would clean it up, and it was like, it looked good as new.
I remember watching the cartoon. I think you have a similar story, Pat. I watched the cartoon, and then I go, Mom, I want to watch the movie. Totally different.
You need a tetanus shot after you watch the movie.
I was like, what?
I rented a movie from what was that place called? Bartonville?
Second
Cinema.
Second Cinema?
Second Cinema.
Or was
Video.
it The Real Thing?
The Real Thing?
Was that the bottom of Garfield Hill?
Yeah.
Both.
Yes.
They had two of them.
Yes.
The Pizza Hut by McDonald's. There was one across
Oh,
the
my
street.
gosh.
And the bottom of the hill of Garfield, there was a what did you say?
Second Cinema.
That's what I wanted to say, but I was
It's
thinking
The Real Thing.
That's what I wanted to say. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Both of them. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Real Thing video. Funny fact here.
I rented that. I thought it was PG-13. It was rated R.
Oh,
it was like
it was
a bunch of people blowing up an old folks.
No. It was an 80s R, which is like
Really bad.
10 times
NC-17
worse.
today.
10 times
They blew up an
worse.
old folks home in the first like 10 minutes, and I was like, "Mom, what is this?" And I pulled the VHS out and gave it back to my mom. I was like, "I don't want to watch this."
Done.
Yeah.
I'm done. There was almost a scene that was comparable. It was with a kid, and it was comparable to the toxic guy from the first RoboCop movie.
Oh, my God.
He gets hit, and he just explodes into a bunch of green ooze.
I had the toys though. The toys are really good.
We've talked about RoboCop before, too.
Well, I've had Toxic Avenger, and I had the giant nose. If you put like some fake snot in his back, it would come out of his nose.
I had a Toxic Avenger action figure,
See,
too.
I had the bad guy that had 4 arms like Goro.
Oh, yeah.
The purple guy.
He had a purple suit on.
I remember that.
He reminds me of the villain from the second. I want to say second series. The first series of Ninja Turtles, but like it moved from Shredder to what was that guy's name?
Krang?
No, it was a different guy.
Oh, shoot.
It's when they started taking. It's when Ninja Turtles moved from Fox to like NBC or CBS, and they started using the movie, the stills in the opening. They used the movie stills.
What?
People know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember
you,
that.
You might not remember.
I'm not
but
saying that didn't happen, but I don't remember that.
Drax was the alien guy.
That's Dave Bautista.
No, Drex or Drax.
David
I'll give you that. I'll give you
Alan
that.
Bautista.
It's pretty funny. I'll give you
I
that.
don't know what his middle name is.
I think it's Alan.
Is it Alan?
No,
I think it
don't know.
is.
It was
As a matter
Drex
of
or
fact.
Drax.
I'm
and
pretty
it was,
sure.
You know,
Googling it? No.
What am I doing?
I remember he had a mask on his nose. It almost looked like he
purple
was
and had-
alive during the coronavirus. He had a mask over his nose and his mouth, and it was a little.
The guy he's talking about sounds just like the guy from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
This is where you do your editing and put in.
Alyssa rented the Duff.
The Duff.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Draxum.
From Ninja Turtles?
Baron Draxum.
From what?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
He's got 4 arms, right? Or purple-ish or something? From what kind of...
So, do we take a break if we have to pee, or do I just go up?
We can take a break.
I got
hold
pee
on.
like my head's gonna fall off.
All right, hold on.
Keep that in.
All right, we're back from our pee break. Dan, you Googled something. You Googled something while we were on our pee break.
It was Lloyd Kaufman.
Okay.
Was the name of the guy that created Trauma. And Trauma, C-grade movies, just a bunch of
Bullshit.
just a bunch of bullshit, you know. But I tell you what, there's an audience for everything, and I think that he certainly got it. And I go to a lot of conventions. I go to a lot of horror conventions and that kind of stuff. And the guy always has a line. He always has a big group around him, so he's got an audience. And he created the Toxic Avenger, so no matter what.
I'd do some horror stuff with you. I don't know.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'm way more into horror now. What are you talking about?
Okay.
We've discussed that before.
It's like in the past year or so, but yeah, you've made it.
I want to
You've
do
made
an all horror episode.
I wouldn't mind doing one of the horror con things. Like,
No, yeah, that would
Just
be awesome.
horror?
That would be cool.
we haven't done that yet. but-
Didn't you meet the guy who played Jason? One of the guys who
Which
played
one?
Jason?
I have
Homer,
met
Helster. What's his name?
I have met every guy that has played Jason.
No.
I have.
Is
I
there an
have.
H one?
Yeah.
Triple
the
H?
first.
No.
The first one was
Holster, Helder or something. I don't know.
Ari Lehman was the first one. The kid that comes out of the lake and grabs
Creepy.
the girl. The first one. The second one was Steve Dash and Warrington Gillette. The third one was he had recently, in the last 2 years or so, I think he had passed away. I don't remember his name. I'm bad with names. But I have met 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7 are all played by the same guy. Kane Hodder. Played
Kane
from
Hodder.
7
Yeah, I know that.
to
That's what
10.
it was. I knew that, yeah.
Yeah. So I have met every guy
Is
that
he in Freddy
plays
vs.
Jason.
Jason?
What's that?
Is he in Freddy vs.
He
Jason?
is not. Ken Kersinger is in
Okay.
Freddy vs. Jason. I've met him as well. And then the remake was another gentleman, completely different guy.
I was just gonna ask you about that.
And I met him. He's actually the same guy that plays Swamp Thing
Oh, in the show?
in the new show.
Really?
Well, the picked up show, I should say.
Oh.
All I can think of is the.
Pat's raising his hand.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I
go
like
ahead.
it. I
No,
like
no, no. The,
You, sir. You, sir.
What do you call that? The,
What are you talking about?
Hanging it from the tree and light them on fire.
Oh, yeah. At the very beginning of the remake or whatever?
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is that
yeah.
too weird? It's too weird now?
No. That's
I
Light-
really love that movie.
Lighting
I
them
thought
on
it was
fire
really
and,
good.
and the camp bag over the fire.
Here's the thing. Like, I know there are purists or whatever of Friday the 13th. I would love to get your take on this,
The
even
remake
though it's
was
off
awesome.
topic, but that's okay.
sure.
I personally loved the remake of Friday the 13th.
It was like 2012, 2013. It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was
because
awesome.
I think it was 2009 actually.
That early?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit.
Because it just had a completely different aesthetic from the originals.
They gave you.
he was a hunter.
But still had the same vibe.
They gave you 45 minutes of
And
this is who you're rooting for, and then they died, and you're like, the movie just started.
I know.
Like, that was the best part.
And I think
45-minute
my
intro was-
favorite kill in that movie is the one where he throws the hatchet or the axe or
door?
whatever,
In the door?
and he throws it into the back of that kid, and I was just like, that's amazing.
They
'Cause
showed all
him-
of the deaths
They
in-
show him
in the trailer,
pulling
though,
the
which
axe
pissed
out
me
of
off.
the log, and then like quickly stomping forward, and then just hurling that thing like fucking Jason Momoa into the
don't-
back of that kid. And I was just like, that's fucking awesome.
I don't want to
There's
ruin
no
it.
mystery. There's no fucking. He's slow walking, and he just appears behind you or anything like that. It's fucking great.
I don't want to ruin it, but like the movie ruined all of the deaths in the trailer, which was
That's
it's
true.
one
That's
of those
true.
ones where you see everything.
Yeah.
why.
I know, it's horrible.
Derek Mears is the guy that played
good. He was
Jason in the remake, and he's one of the nicest human beings. Him and Doug Jones, who played in
Everything.
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah. Doug Jones was
Shape of the Water.
one of the nice.
Shape of
In
the Water,
fact,
yeah.
the photo that I took,
Silver Surfer. He was the
He was the
Yes.
body of the Silver
Surfer.
Oh,
Surfer.
he
dude,
was
that
indeed.
guy's awesome.
Yeah, he was the main guy in Shape of Water.
He
too.
doesn't get
Yeah.
enough credit, but he's
He's really good.
He
40, 50.
He's a trained
fucking-
mind. Did you know that?
well, the photo I took with him,
It's like 40 or 50, whatever. He did it all.
we actually look like it's our wedding photos. He's holding my hand, and it's such an awkward
Behind
position. No, it's in front, but it's touching his penis, and that's what makes it. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. So anyway,
I mean,
Doug
it's-
Jones is a wonderful human being. So is Derek Mears.
Doug
Jason.
Jones, I would touch your penis. It's fine.
Yes,
Whoa.
and he would touch yours.
Not-
I'm
not
joking.
on
Joking.
purpose.
He's married.
Oh
He's a
my
married
God.
man.
Not on
He's
purpose, but for like a good picture.
for
Yeah.
a good photo
God.
op. That's
I got-
all that matters.
I got you, Doug.
Yeah.
Dougie Doug from Cool Runnings.
Dougie Doug.
Cool Runnings.
Yeah,
Oh,
mom.
good married, gracious man.
That's horrible. We all threw him in the Dougie Jones thing. Dougie Doug. Sorry, Doug.
Yeah. All right. So we'll transition.
Too far gone. We ruined it.
Transition.
We
We'll
ruined it.
transition.
Oh, sorry, Doug.
Where's my segue?
Sick.
Tom and Jerry.
All right. I'm actually going to mix up the lineup.
Let's do it.
We're gonna
Let's
mix up
do
the
it.
lineup a little
What
bit.
you got?
So did you guys watch the trailer for the French Press?
The
I was
French
gonna say
Press.
French
Fresh.
Press.
Fresh Prince.
Yes.
Fresh
French,
Prince.
the
French
piano.
Press. The Fresh Prince reunion. Did you guys watch that trailer?
Yes.
It looks good.
Once you said it, I was like, I don't remember.
Did you watch it, Dan?
I did.
I'll say this: if I had to sum it up, I'll say feel good.
Yeah.
It was good. I was really worried when I watched it. I was like, okay, James Avery is not there.
Well,
No.
How are they going to do this?
Uncle Phil was Shredder, so it made me feel
He
sad.
was Shredder.
He made me feel bad for like a Ninja Turtle fan. I was sad.
I actually have in my notes here. James Avery,
You
rest
took
in
notes?
peace,
What?
Shredder.
Yeah.
Because he that's my favorite thing that he did, even more so than Uncle Phil. But
Really?
when I saw that, I was
Well-
like, okay, he's not there. How are they going to do this? He's the heart of the show.
Unfortunately,
even more so.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but apparently the majority of it is them
on already?
paying tribute to him.
It's
It's
on
on
already?
HBO
well,
Max, yeah.
I'll say this.
The whole, what is it, one episode?
I think it's just like an hour and a half long thing.
It's like a documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
a documentary. It's
I'll
very
watch it now. I'll watch it tonight.
yeah. It's very
don't
feel
have
good.
HBO Max.
The one thing I'll say is
I don't,
when
not
you
yet.
told me
That's
this
why I
was going to
haven't
be
watched
a topic on here, I checked it out, and the fact that Janet Hubert is back as Aunt Viv, the original
The original.
Aunt
The
Viv.
OG.
She is there.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they build up the trailer, and you're watching it, and you're going, okay, James Avery. Okay, they pay tribute to James Avery, Uncle Phil, and you're watching it. Okay.
Is that the ant?
That's the aunt.
Yeah,
She
the
had the
original.
hot little.
The original one.
She's hot. She had the little.
Well, both of them were hot.
The
but
original
The
aunt.
original was a dark-skinned lady,
Here, have it right here.
Yes.
and
I feel that, yeah.
Here.
the other Aunt Viv was
That's the original.
Oh.
And then the,
Yeah.
the one
that's
over here,
she's
that's
more of
the
a
new one.
light-skinned.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, both
that-
of them. I will say this: both of them
Not so much.
They aged
anymore,
well.
alright.
did a great job.
Everybody
Jim.
on there. Everybody. I was watching
Right?
the trailer. I'm like, damn, they all look great.
They all look great, and both of them. And I tell you what, I think that the second Aunt Viv was she was trying to make up. You know, she knew that the audience was going to say, "What happened to the original girl?"
Yeah.
She did a great job of. You know, you're watching and you're going, I'm comfortable with this.
Yeah.
lady.
They tell a lot of
She
stories.
did a good job.
Apparently it's good. I don't have HBO Max, so I haven't watched it yet.
Same house from Family Matters, right?
They rebuilt the set.
They rebuilt
Same
the set.
house though from Family Matters, right?
No.
They're not Family Matters.
No. They were in Chicago.
Sure.
But Steve
Fresh
Urkel,
Prince, they lived in a mansion. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
Steve Urkel was hiding in the backyard of the Fresh Prince house. Oh, you could see him in the back. His you could see his suspenders.
Is this like the Wizard of Oz thing?
the hanging
He's
munchkin?
just hanging in the back. Yep.
Steve Urkel's in the back.
He plays Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'll say this: the trailer was good from the standpoint that it makes you feel good. You're
Yeah.
watching it, nostalgia.
Yeah.
But at the end, right before it ends, they throw in there Janet Hubert, and it's like, both Aunt Vivians are in the same room, and that's how they end the trailer.
They tell the story of why she wasn't in
Yeah,
the show
she didn't
anymore.
like Will for many years.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to go into. You got to watch it. Apparently, it's very good. We on Cinema Studs, we love Will Smith.
Yes.
As everyone knows,
been a
we
few videos,
love Will
yeah.
Smith.
I'm bowing right now.
Love Will
Bowing.
Smith.
Yes.
Gemini Man was not good, though.
Stupid.
Uh,
I didn't watch it. It wasn't good.
no, it wasn't good.
The ending of what was the one where he was the only guy on Earth?
Last,
I Am Legend?
I Am Legend. Yeah,
The ending that they chose was not good.
yeah. No.
The one that they should have played was the extra features.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. That poor dog, man. I just feel bad for the dog.
Yeah, I know.
I
right?
wouldn't say I'm a dog person, but like that makes me.
Yes,
more
you
sad.
are.
Makes me more sad for the dog than anything.
You are 100% a dog person. Don't give me that.
I mean, I am,
Don't
but I
give me
don't.
that baloney.
Yeah, but everyone's listening and think I own a dog. I don't own a dog.
He just loves dogs.
He
Yes.
just plays one
Yeah,
on TV.
Yeah.
It's one on TV. That's right.
You give me any other animal, like yes, they deserve to live
Even
longer than I do. Yes.
even
of them.
oh god damn it! I just fucked my shit up.
Fifi.
No.
Fifi.
The dog Homer Simpson voice. I can't remember his name now.
The dog Homer Simpson voice?
Yeah, itchy and scratchy.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
sunglasses, backwards hat.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is that?
I don't know. But it's sad.
I'll Google it.
No, I'm Googling it now.
You got it? Okay.
You just, yeah.
shit.
All right. So anyways, the next one we're going to talk about is Chaos Walking. Have you guys watched this trailer yet?
Nope. Chaos Walking. Nope.
You get a chance
I know
to
what
watch
you're
it?
talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but no.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
When you've played Spider-Man, it's hard to watch you and not think Spider-Man. But when I watched this trailer, and I knew nothing about this until I saw the prep for this show, and I said to myself, okay, I see Tom Holland's in it. What's it going to do for me? When I watched it, I said to myself, sci-fi in the jungle, I love it. It reminded me of Predator with a little bit of, a little extra sci-fi than what's in Predator, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It looks good. It's weird. It looks good. It's got Daisy Ridley. We'll watch it. Here you go, Pat.
Right now we're going to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where's it at? Google it. I feel like I've already seen this, but maybe not.
So we should be able to hear this. They won't.
Live on the air, we're watching this. Oh, that's a commercial about a dog or something.
It's because you love dogs.
Huh?
It's because you love dogs.
I love dogs.
Yeah, you love dogs.
I love that.
I love dogs.
I love dogs.
I love dogs.
It's almost over. What do you
Thank you,
say?
Subaru. Chaos. Get ready for chaos now. 3, 2, 1.
In a world. That's what I want. I wish they still had that. You got little Tommy Holland. Ooh, Mads Mikkelsen.
Girl. What's that bulge in his pants?
Girl.
That's his penis.
What is that?
Girl.
What is that? Who's that black dude?
Oh, man.
It's like
David
I know him.
Aiello. I think
It's like I know him.
It's David Aiello, I think.
I feel like I don't know that name. Sorry, dude. Made Aaron have to text to figure out who that was. My bad. I wouldn't hit Fifi with a rock. What are you talking about? What?
Is that Charlie Hunnam?
We're still live, right?
Yeah, we're still recording.
I don't hate it, but like, what are they going for here? I'm confused. I don't know who he or she is.
I think they're going the Fifth Element vibe on this.
What is
Definitely
going
with
on?
that
here?
haircut, for sure.
With the haircut, for sure.
You know that the Egon thing, the cartoon Egon?
No, that's... If Chris Tucker pops up with
Oh,
that,
okay,
I'd be
my
like,
bad.
oh my God.
Okay, no, it's too far for
I'm
that.
out of here.
Do you think as they filmed this, they knew Spider-Man, Star Wars?
I can't tell what this is. I don't know.
Do you think they kept saying that to each other? As they,
I-
Daisy and Tom?
Maybe.
We're still recording. I
What'd you think?
don't care this much for this.
Okay.
Either Star Wars or Spider-Man would be better than this.
Oh my God! You heard it here first.
Did I say it? I don't.
Pat has an
I'm sorry.
opinion
I'm sorry.
regarding something. Oh my God!
I don't mind either one of them. I'm like the biggest pushover ever, and this looks like garbage compared to Star Wars or Spider-Man.
So the
I'm
movie,
sorry. I'm sorry.
so that movie was actually They actually
horrible?
filmed it in like 2017 or 2018,
That's what.
and they had to they had to do reshoots.
That's the best you could do.
It's based on a YA thriller novel.
Okay.
Who?
Okay.
YA, young adult. And the guy that you're talking about was David Oyelowo. David Oyelowo. I can't remember.
Hello.
He played Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
in
Yes.
Selma.
Make fun of
Yeah,
that.
in Selma. Yep.
Sorry, I can't make
Yep.
fun of that.
That's what I thought.
What?
It looks interesting.
That's what I thought. It's the best part of it. That's what I thought. You can't make fun of
What makes it good though is we haven't seen something like that in quite a while.
No, yeah, it's kind of
That's
fresh.
what I like about it. It's got a little bit of a
Can you turn your gain down?
yeah.
I like the actor and
better?
the actress.
Okay.
Yep. Just a Jennifer Lawrence, bow and arrows,
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. It's got a Hunger Games vibe.
Yeah.
But what's funny is the thing that I noticed the most when I watched that trailer is Tom Holland, when he's getting these visions or he's getting these things that are triggering in his mind, he has this. It almost looks like these waves coming out of his head.
Yeah.
You know what they remind me of? The waves from any of the Avengers movies. The almost blue and pink subsonic waves that come down out of space. You know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. It's very odd.
Huh.
It almost takes me out of it because it's kind of misplaced. They did a little too much on those brain waves that are going on. But I guess they got to draw attention to it, so I get it.
Yeah. It looks interesting to me. It looks kind of refreshing and a little different.
Yeah.
I found it interesting that Doug Liman produced or directed it, which he directed Edge of Tomorrow and
Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith and
Which was fantastic.
and
Good date movie.
Born Identity, and I'm like, why is he directing this?
It's like a Valentine's Day movie.
It's weird. It looks interesting though. I'm kind of digging it. I'm vibing with it. So
I'm not against it, but I'm just not excited for it either.
sure, no, I understand.
bad?
I
The
mean, you don't-
trailer didn't hook
Is that
it.
bad? No.
well, no, I get it. You don't know what the property is. I totally understand that. It looks. It's not. When I
But
saw it,
here's
when I
Star Wars and Spider-Man together, and you're like,
when I saw the
maybe.
trailer,
Yeah.
I saw the trailer, I was like, "This looks interesting," but it was not nearly the same reaction I had when I saw the Batman trailer. For
am I
the
right
first
though? It's
time.
like Star Wars and Spider-Man. Like, it's
Yeah.
a maybe. All
Yeah.
right.
Sure.
Uh,
Which I got to ask, was a good reaction to the Batman?
oh my god! I think I've watched it like 100 times.
100 times already. I watched it with you like 2 or 3 times.
I got
100 times already.
I got good vibes.
You and I
97
we
more
discussed
times
this the
after
other day. When I say 100 times, I mean like I've watched it 100
Literally.
times. I'm not kidding. Blade, I've seen a minimum of 75 times.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say.
I'm outta here.
Yeah.
Blade 2 probably 100 times. The Matrix over 100 times.
I went to high school with you, so yes. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Silent
looks
but deadly,
interesting.
yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Saying that, you're a big fan of Blade.
Silent but deadly.
yeah.
What did you think of Blade Trinity starring Triple H,
Oh no.
Ryan Reynolds and what's that girl's name?
Jessica Biel?
I was thinking the other one, but yeah.
Um
What's her face?
I've seen minute pieces of it. I heard such bad things when it came out. I couldn't take myself to the theater or to rent it on DVD.
Not Jessica Biel. What's the other girl's name?
She, the girl that isn't Scarlett Johansson.
Like when she goes there and he grabs the car, and it's just,
Oh, Parker Posey.
there you go.
Parker
He knew.
Posey.
He knew. Yeah.
Really?
That's it. Yeah. He
She's
knew.
the other girl, Parker
Yeah.
Posey.
Parker Posey is the evil vampire.
She's still good.
who
Okay,
has
yeah, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds chained to the thing or
You
whatever.
said Trinity or whatever. She was pretty good in Superman Returns, right?
Yeah, she's
on
alright.
that too, I think.
She was okay.
Blade Trinity's not bad. What's
Silent but deadly.
Blade
That's
Trinity's not bad. The story from behind the scenes would make a better movie
that he was such
It's Wesley
a
Snipes' fault.
raging,
It's Wesley Snipes' fault.
horrible human being to deal with.
Wesley
Yes.
Snipes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
He did. Okay, so did you hear the story about
It's too far gone.
story
We love
about-
you and Tu Wong Fu. We love you.
The
We love
story about White Man Can't Jump. The story about
Tu Wong Fu.
when he was laying on the table after he was like knocked out or something like that, and he wouldn't open his eyes, so they had to CGI his eyes on. Did
You're
you hear that?
kidding
No,
me.
he was that much of a deviant who wouldn't open his eyes. They CGI'd his eyes on. We'll look at it.
He's a bit of a
I'll show it
turd.
to you.
He's a bit
Now,
of a turd.
White Men Can't Jump. That was before,
Oh yeah, that was like late '80s.
but that was before
What's his face?
Demolition Man, right?
Yeah,
What's the white dude?
And he was already
Woody
like
Harrelson.
that.
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah.
He was already like that. You're kidding me. Because I knew, but,
He's been a
but
turd his whole life. He's been a turd his whole life.
here's the thing, though. He went to jail for tax stuff, right?
Yeah,
love
And
you,
when he
Snipes.
came back out, he's okay now. That's what I hear.
I love
he's
you,
in
Snipes.
he's in a bunch of B movies because nobody will hire him.
But he's in B movies because people can actually work with him now.
What was what's the? Did you give me a fucking commercial? No. What was that? No, he
No, I'm
did.
queuing something up.
What was that one? They made 3 of them.
Blade?
No, the other one.
I don't know.
What's Schwarzenegger and
Passion
Bruce
of the
Willis and
Christ?
all
Oh, Expendables.
that? Expendables. Yeah, he was in Expendables
Passion
2,
of the
right?
Christ 3.
3.
Oh my God.
The Reckoning.
He's coming.
God will kill you. He was in 2 or 3, right? Of that one.
Yeah.
What was that at? That was pretty good.
2, I think? He might have been in 2. Maybe it was 3. I don't remember. I don't know.
Pretty good.
I don't know. All right. Anyways,
Moving.
moving on to the next one.
Yep.
We Can Be Heroes. Did you watch this trailer, Dan? Dan prepped.
Yeah, I prepped. I tell you what. When I saw it, I said, and this is what I wrote down in my notes: fun, fun, fun.
What's the band's name? Did you hear that song?
Fun.
They say fun a lot. I don't know.
What's the band's name?
Fun, fun.
You're the music guy.
We
not
don't
me.
even have a punchline
ruined
for
it.
that joke.
You
I don't
ruined
know.
it. That's fine.
It is. I tell you what. I would say it's one of those things where I see it and I say to myself, you know what? I've got a 15-year-old and I've got an 8-year-old boys at home. Parker is 8 and Rico is 15. Rico grew up on Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Ew.
So when I saw that trailer and I saw directed, I think it was the director is the same one as Shark Boy and Lava Girl. and something
The
else.
dude is different, but the girl's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I said to myself,
Taylor Lautner didn't come back.
he didn't come
was
back.
like,
No.
That's a
Fuck you!
shame.
I got Adam Sandler movies to star in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See you later.
I've got. I'm still making werewolf money over here.
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, I saw it and I watched it once, and all I said was after it was done, I said to myself, "Fun, fun, fun." My kids would love that.
yeah.
Okay.
Special effects are better than they were 15 years ago when the other ones came out. It was just it was cool. Would I enjoy it? No, I would sit there on my phone as I pretend to watch the movie. You know, playing around on Among Us or whatever the hot app at the time is.
That's just a dad move
You're
in
so
general.
That's a
sus.
dad move.
You're so sus.
I am very sus. Red sus.
Aaron doesn't get it. Does he get it?
No, that was good.
I get it.
I get
He's
it,
getting
and
Aaron's
I loved
laughing.
every
I get it.
second of that.
I get it. I know what things are.
You got to say
Do you?
sus because suspect takes too long
Sus?
to type. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, that's an Australian thing.
You're white
Is it
sus
really?
over there.
Sus, yeah.
Sus.
Blue sus, white sus, gray sus. What are you doing over there? White sus.
Good day, mate.
We don't trust you.
White sus.
You white, bruh.
You're voted off, white.
You guys are racist.
A little bit.
All right.
That's fine.
Let's watch this.
Ellen Page, what?
No, come on.
I mean, in a bad way.
All right, let's watch
Why
this
is it
trailer.
bad?
Let's watch
What is
this
this for?
I like that guy.
Why is the Mandalorian in this?
That is mustache?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, all right.
He also fought the big guy in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
That looks horrible. You said Shark Boy? Oh my god, that's bad. Oh, can't wait.
All right, we're not gonna watch.
Okay, so
I don't know why it's-
That's the Mandalorian? What are you doing with your career, brother?
That's the preview I saw earlier, and I saw it and I said to myself, you know what? That's going to be fun. I'm happy with that movie. But you're telling me that is Shark Boy and Lava Girls. That's canon. Is that canon with those movies? If it is, and you don't have Taylor Lautner, sign me out. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
I'm not watching it.
He's not
then.
coming back.
I'm not watching. My kids will still watch it, but I'm not watching it. Okay.
Yeah, my youngest Sylvia, she loves Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and I showed her that trailer, and she about peed her pants.
You had the
She is
the same.
so excited. She's like, Can I watch it now? Can I watch it now? I'm like, no, it's not till January.
Right.
Is it tomorrow, January? I'm like, no, it's still November. This is.
And that's the thing. It's got that vibe from when the originals came out back in the day, and I like that. I appreciate
The
that.
mediocre CGI. And
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of the
Absolutely.
charm of it, you know.
Definitely.
So the story of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, the Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Right.
The script was actually written by Robert Rodriguez's son.
I met Robert Rodriguez.
For real?
I did. At
The
a Wizard
guerrilla
World,
filmmaker himself.
because one of my ultimate top 3 favorite movies of all time is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Ooh.
And Robert Rodriguez was doing a small promotional tour for just whatever he was doing at the time. I would say it was post Grindhouse
Okay.
Tarantino stuff.
Sure.
But it was before any, the last 5 years. We met him. He was cordial enough, nice guy. Jumped off of the convention scene shortly thereafter, and it's one of those guys where I said, "God damn, I like so many of that guy's movies," and I met him, and I'm happy with that.
Desperado is.
Oh, it's just
It's, for me, it's a really close first and second From Dusk Till Dawn. Desperado.
yes, yeah,
And
it's
he's just man, Sin City's up there too.
From Dusk Till Dawn holds the #1 spot in the movie that I've seen the most from front to back in my life.
My favorite part of that movie is just like somebody who's never listened or never heard of it, and I'm like, we should. What do you recommend? I'm like, let's sit down and watch this movie, and they've never heard of it, and I sit down with them, and then about halfway through, they're just like, wait, what? What the hell just happened?
It's completely.
It's
you
so
watch the first.
Amazing and unique.
Yeah, definitely.
And it,
you, you watch the first half of it, and you're like, okay, it's a bank robber movie. It's two brothers that rob banks, and then you get, I wouldn't even say half of it. It's the first third of the movie, and then the other half, the other third of the movie is 2/3 of the movie is vampires and madness, 100% madness, and that's what makes it so good.
I love the fact that Harvey Keitel plays a preacher too. He's just hilarious. The bad lieutenant plays a preacher.
He has a vocabulary that rivals Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
and he plays it good though. With all of his stuff that goes on with his character. Spoiler, no spoiler, however you want to say it. It's very interesting, and
it's good.
He pulls it off.
The next one I wanted to talk about is Superintelligence, which is an HBO Max movie, I guess.
Sure.
It's got Melissa McCarthy. It's got James Corden, Bobby Cannavale.
I'll start ranting whenever you tell me to.
Get to a point where we know what to come over.
All right, let's go ahead. Ready?
No.
I'm already getting sick.
It's a predator, right? It's a predator.
I don't like it either. Oh, James Corden. That's a bunch of bullshit.
It's the girl from fucking,
Everything. Wedding.
Well,
David
yeah.
Aiello again.
Everything.
Oh. Oh, that scene was brutal.
It's really funny. It's so funny.
Oh. Really?
Are we playing the
It's not
freshman?
great. It's not great.
Playing the
It's not great.
freshman?
Well, yeah, it's.
Boba Fett.
I think that's what she was going for.
Is that Boba Fett?
See,
No.
Is she Boba Fett?
they hook us
Okay.
in with a
Alright,
good
okay.
song like this.
Yeah.
Hey, it's that guy from that Punisher movie or something.
Bobby Cannonball.
Yeah. Go,
That's her husband, right?
Yeah.
no, not the other guy.
That guy.
That guy. Yeah. Not that guy. Not the other white guy. But
Oh.
doesn't look
Oh,
fantastic.
they showed the
No.
end of the movie.
Uh,
I'm not going to spoil it.
can we say it over here? It doesn't look great.
They just spoiled the end of the movie there at the end.
Doesn't
of that
look
movie.
good. Doesn't look
No.
good.
That's not the end of the movie. That's the start of the third act.
Oh boy, because they're going to
No way.
fight and then they're going to make up.
Doesn't look good.
Okay.
Okay, it didn't look good.
Dan, go ahead.
Huh?
I took some notes, and the first note that I wrote was forgettable comedy.
Is that really what it says?
It's serious, right here,
I was just kidding. I just
right here.
Huh?
Forgettable comedy.
On there?
It
Did you
is.
zoom on that?
I wrote
Zoom
forgettable
out.
comedy, and then I wrote,
No camera.
eeks.
camera.
How do you write eeks?
Eats the cat.
Eeks.
A lot of E's.
I said
Eeks the cat.
I like Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
I think that she is she's a great. I hear that she's a nice person. She's very funny, but she plays the same damn character in every movie.
Yes. Yeah.
I've said you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
The beanbag scene. And for anybody that's seen this trailer,
Didn't see the beanbags part.
the beanbag scene. I
watching
rest
the
my
trailer,
case. If you've seen one Melissa McCarthy, you've seen them all. The beanbag scene, she's trying to sit on it, and she falls off. And then she goes and she tries to sit on it again. But guess what? Oh, ... She falls off again. Crazy bitch. It's just, I've seen it all before. If you've never seen a Melissa McCarthy movie, go see this. You'll laugh. If you've seen even one, don't see it. You'll hate it.
Shit, Dan got real.
Sorry, I had to.
Well, here's the thing: is like I agree. When you like, you could take that beanbag scene and cut it out, and you could put it in Spy, and it would fit perfectly.
Good call.
It would fit 100% perfect. That's what this reminded me of, is Spy. But
Yep.
Spy is better. Spy is probably my favorite Melissa McCarthy movie.
It's great.
because she's great in it.
Yep.
Rose Byrne is great in it.
Hold on.
Jason
Statham, there you go.
Jason Statham
Yes.
is great in it.
Yes.
Like, the cast in general
Yes.
is amazing in that movie, and it's hilarious.
But
hilarious.
what I'll say about it, though, is
He hates it.
it was early on in her run.
It was early enough that
It was right off of the wedding.
Before Ghostbusters, yeah.
It was before Ghostbusters. It
Which
was
is, better for your career.
hot off the heels of the
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids, which was, I will say, a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Paul
I think
Feig's
3
best
or 4
work.
times. It was a
It's the
great
Hangover for girls.
for
yeah.
girls. It was a great movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say,
she was hitting her stride then. It was kind of like a Zach Galifianakis. You hit it big with a movie, The Hangover, Bridesmaids for her, and then you go on. You make 2 or 3 that are huge mainstream hits, or they've got a lot behind them. You got the star power, and then boom, you're done. It doesn't go much further than that. Yeah. And I think she's way past that further.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't look great.
No.
But again, if you like those kind of movies, it'll work for you. It didn't look good to me.
God bless her. She's making that money.
She's still working.
She's
Yeah,
making
right.
that. She's working. She's making that money.
All right. All right. So we got one more trailer we're gonna watch.
There's a whole bunch of right here.
Bring it on.
This is mainly to torture me and Dan.
Okay.
Hold on. When we talked the other day, I hadn't seen it yet.
I know.
I've watched it, and I watched it again, and I watched it a 3rd time.
Greyhound?
Please play it.
No.
Greyhound?
Tom and Jerry.
No.
Yes.
Uh-oh, hold on. I muted it. Hold on.
No.
Okay, my first critique. Why was it this Bruno Mars song? How old is this song? Like, and I know
is
that
it CGI and live action? Why?
well, yeah, I don't know. All right, here we go.
It's so bad.
After a lifetime of being the world's worst enemies.
So bad.
Oh, ugh.
I'll say the beginning makes me hate Jerry. Oh, Tom, come give him a hug. Oh, you're hit by a bus. Dick.
Fuck you, Jerry.
Why are the birds singing?
Yeah.
Why are the birds animated? I'm so confused by this world.
You gotta have the generic mainstream pop song.
Michael Pena.
Why is Michael Pena in this? Why is Chloe Grace Moretz in this? Why is Colin Jost in this? What the fuck is going on? Can you not? Stop. Why does he have a fucking business card?
He showed his butt. I think Chloe fell asleep during that scene because she's walking through the role.
Why? She's been like sort of taking a break for a long time. Why is this the movie you're coming back on?
I agree.
What are you doing?
Michael's done good shit too. I'm just
She
saying.
needed the money.
You grew up. What they said was you grew up with Tom and Jerry. Make this movie happen, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
Horrible. Why is Ken Jeong in it?
Oh my!
So bad. So bad.
Even the text, I will say,
It's so bad.
the text is generic.
Yeah.
That they're
It's
using
so bad.
on the,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it really is so bad. It's
Direct to DVD. We still online?
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's my scene.
Direct to DVD.
Right here. Oh my!
Batman. It's Batman.
So
they're going for Batman.
yes,
Warner Brothers. They're like,
I-
oh, what a Batman. Okay.
oh, he slammed his fingers in a window, and then he falls to his death, but he doesn't
So
die.
bad. It's so bad.
Okay.
I've got some major stuff to say about this, so I want you guys to
It's
go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's
Okay.
so bad.
So here's the thing. The first time I saw this trailer, my thought was, why? Why are
Why
they
now?
making this? Why now? Yeah, why now?
Not why. Like, it
Why
makes
are they
sense
making this?
sooner or later, but now?
It
Why
doesn't
now?
make sense. We have a
Why
ton of
now?
movies that don't make sense, and they've done this.
No,
and they are
it's why
horrible.
now more than
They're
anything.
really, really bad.
Why? Right now. Why now?
I just don't understand it, and it just looks so generic, and it
Contrived.
looks so
I get it.
unoriginal and so uninteresting and so.
Right.
God, even my kids were just like, I'm good. I'm all right.
Eh.
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
I'm gonna shut my mic off.
Burn it.
Go.
Destroy it.
I thought that was in the year 2020
Oh God.
The worst thing he's ever seen.
one of the best trailers that I had seen.
Oh.
And I'm sorry. Let me go off my tangent, okay?
Okay.
All right.
No, it's fine.
I, being a product of the age group that I am,
It's not a lot of good this year.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit
Was amazing.
was amazing. One of the greatest movies of my childhood.
Christopher Lloyd.
The Thing, yes. He played the doc. He played
Good old Bob
the
Hoskins.
doctor, the bad guy.
Bob?
He
Yeah.
played
Bob Hoskins.
the thing that I liked about it, and the thing that was so endearing about this trailer, and today was the first day that I had seen it. We had talked about it, Aaron, the other day,
Just
and you
now.
told me about it, and I said, "Ugh, I'm not looking forward to that."
Okay.
Just now when we watched it was the second time I've seen it. I love it even more, and the reason why is because they didn't go over the top with the animation. They didn't Yogi Bear it. They didn't underdog it.
It's Timberlake.
It is very, very old school, mid to late 80s animation for Tom and Jerry. So I've got a nostalgia feel. So parents are going to like this. And then on top of that, it's a generic story, so it's easy to get into. But I just thought that it reminded me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit because it's obvious where the animation is compared to the real life. They don't try to blend it in like they do with the Yogi Bear. They try to blend it in too much to where it's insulting your intelligence. This one, they don't do that. And I thought that was good. And I did pop for the Michael Keaton Batman ending of that trailer. Where Tomcat flies up over the moon with his fake wings that he's got on to get Jerry, and he flies up over the moon, and then he flies back down into the clouds, and I thought, you know what? That reminds me of Batman. Maybe that's just to sell tickets, but it got me. It got me, and I said to myself, I've got to take my kids to go see that.
I was not expecting that.
I'm sorry.
I
apologize.
It's very positive. Yeah.
I apologize.
You don't need to apologize.
I am critical over movies like that and how they do it, but for some reason, that hit the right buttons to where I say, I can't bash that movie.
Wow.
I'll
Wow.
take it.
I'm sorry.
No, here's the thing. That's
That's why I'm
okay.
here.
You are allowed to have that opinion. That's okay.
Yes,
That's
yes.
okay. I'm surprised by
I've
that.
been
Yes,
there.
cool.
I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hates me, but I've been there all the time. And he's like,
Yeah. It just-
What?
No, no, no.
Get that vibe.
He
It's just
hates
the
it. He
vibe.
hates it when I say it. He hates it.
Again, my thought process when I saw it was just like, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
For what reason? Like, I understand where you're coming from and your love of those characters and everything like that. I didn't grow up on that. I grew up on Looney Tunes, so Space Jam
Right.
is,
Right.
that's it for me.
Tom and Jerry
You
is
know
the
what I
same thing. It's not the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I can't judge it until I see it.
Right.
Will I see it? Probably not.
It's probably
Well,
horrible.
Is it one of those ones where let's say we're a year and a half into it, or we're a year into it.
If it's on Netflix, I'll watch it.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The girls say, "Hey,
What's this?
Tom and Jerry's there. Let's
What's
watch
that?
Tom and Jerry."
What's Tom and Jerry?
What is this?
Yeah.
You'll sit.
For an hour and 20 minutes. Aaron's
You're
like,
going to stay off your phone, and you're going to watch that whole movie. Will you promise me right here, right now, with witnesses from here to the sunrise, you're going to say, "Hey,
That's me.
I am going to watch this movie from front to
Why are you
back."
messing with the pop mic?
It's better that way.
It's better.
I will.
You will promise me.
I promise.
Right now.
I will watch you.
No
I
phone.
will watch and
No phone. No extra extended long pee
Zootopia
breaks.
2.
Well, I have to have my phone so I can take notes so that when we do the podcast,
We're going to do it again,
I will talk about it.
and I need a full, honest opinion.
Yep.
I like it.
100%.
I like it.
I got you.
However, it's hot.
All right.
What?
That's it. Let's move on to the next section.
Okay.
So, COVID-19 has caused a lot of films to be delayed, unfortunately.
Big
Lots
time.
of films.
Yes.
I have a comprehensive list, not of everything, but of a lot of movies that have been delayed. We'll talk about some of these movies. I want to see if you guys have heard of any of them.
Nope.
Some of you have, some of you have not.
Nope.
The first one on the list is Greyhound. You guys know anything about that movie?
No.
I've seen a few screenshots, but I just don't know the story.
So it's Tom Hanks, and he is a captain of like a submarine or something like that.
Does he fly a plane into the Hudson in that?
No.
No, it's okay. So it's a little bit
that's
different from what he
Just a
usually
little
plays.
bit. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
that's a
Little bit.
tiny bit.
This was supposed to come out
Which
June
was?
19th. It's actually on Apple TV now.
Okay.
Yeah. Tenet. I'm sure everyone's heard of Tenet.
Heard of it? Never seen it.
Can
haven't
I
seen it
ask
either,
what
yeah.
what was the reception to Greyhound?
I don't know.
Because I haven't heard anything
I
about
know.
it.
I haven't either.
You know,
I haven't either. I didn't even research it because
when the movie where he's the captain of the ship, or the movie where he's
Captain
the captain
Phillips.
of the
Sully.
Yeah, Sully. You hear nothing but Tom Hanks. Greyhound comes out during COVID. I heard nothing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's unprecedented.
I know. We'll have
for
to do
a
a
Tom
follow-up.
Hanks
I don't
movie.
know.
Definitely.
Tenet actually came out in theaters.
Okay.
It was supposed to come out originally July 17th,
Wow.
and it came out in August, I believe.
Okay.
And I heard good things, but I also heard some not good things, which is kind of interesting. That's the first time I've heard a Christopher Nolan movie getting mixed reviews, with the exception of The Dark Knight Rises.
I tell you what, the cast too
Yeah.
was he knew how to pick them for Tenet. And,
David Washington. Did you know that's Denzel Washington's son?
No.
did,
You
I-
didn't. You didn't. You
nobody was
He said-
could see me there, but
Maybe
I
he's
looked at Aaron.
No, yeah.
What?
My eyes hit the ceiling and the floor at the same time.
What? Yeah.
That was Are you serious?
You were like,
100%.
who?
100%.
No.
And you know what I'll say about it is, I heard nothing bad. So that means that he has to be good, because when you're Denzel Washington's son,
Yeah.
that's a tall bar to climb there. That's a tall ladder to climb, and he did okay, huh?
Apparently, he's very good in the movie.
Good.
The issues I've heard are with like the sound design. So with the sound design, it's the score and the sound effects and everything
Okay.
are higher than the dialogue level. So there are scenes where there's sound effects and music going on, and people can't hear what the characters are saying.
Is it especially with Robert Pattinson? Is it?
No, that's how the whole movie is.
Because the thing that I had heard is kind of the same deal you're talking about, but they said Robert Pattinson, while he tries to come forward in some scenes, he's kind of lost in the mix because of exactly like you were talking about. So that's interesting. I wonder if it has to do with that foreign dialogue that he throws out.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
interesting. That's
It's
interesting.
coming out soon on digital, and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
because I've seen every single Christopher Nolan movie, and I love Christopher Nolan. I think he's a great director.
Yeah, definitely.
So that one was delayed. The one and only Ivan, which was supposed to come out August 14th, is delayed inevitably. I think right now. I don't think it has a new release. The kids are actually reading this book at school. It's about a gorilla who's in a circus mall thing or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think it's a Disney movie.
Maybe it's a good thing it was delayed.
It could be. I don't know.
Wait for that right moment.
So here we go. The New Mutants was delayed. It was supposed to come out April 20th or April 2020. When did it actually come out, Pat? Do you remember?
We saw it May or June, I think.
It was after they lifted the stay-at-home order to where we could go to the theaters.
Before they
May, June,
reinstated
July.
Before they
something like that.
reinstated it, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. July or something like that.
See,
it was okay.
it was good.
It was okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
hate- I don't
it does.
hate it.
I personally don't think it deserves the hate that it got. I didn't hate it, but it was it was a mediocre X-Men movie. As power for the course right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, too. Was it a product of the year that it came out in?
It was a product for the year in which it was filmed, which was like 2016.
Really? It's that far back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it would have came out in 2016, would it have been a bigger success?
If it came out before Dark Phoenix, yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think
All right.
so.
People are tainted right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That's
done. They're done
understandable.
with the X-Men. They're done with the X-Men.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted Face the Music was supposed to come out August 21st. It came out
When see that?
August. It came out in August. I think it was delayed like a week.
When did we see that?
I don't remember. I saw it at home. I watched
okay.
it at home.
It
It was good. Did you watch it?
I am.
It seems like a movie you would like.
Yeah, I am a massive Bill and Ted fan.
Yeah.
Yes, I just
Who
I
doesn't
love
love
Keanu. On top of loving Keanu, I met William. God, what is his name? The guy that plays Death. Bill and Ted 2. Sadler. Thank you,
Yeah.
William Sadler.
Yep.
Super nice guy.
You met him?
I met him. And I tell you what, I'll say that this is my moment that I'll say this on our cast tonight is I have one of my hobbies is celebrity photos, and I've met over 700 celebrities. Some of them people
He's
get
cooler than us. He's cooler than us.
No.
Brought on a celebrity that's cooler than
It
us.
worked on a radio station. I mean,
No, guys, being in the same room with you has risen my cool cred through the roof. So I am
He's
not.
exaggerating.
I am
don't believe that.
not.
No, I don't believe that.
So you'll hear me a lot say when I met this guy or
What about Will Sadler? We're fine.
Will Sadler.
We
The
can-
skip
we
to
can
the.
take it, we can take it, we can
I'll
take it.
skip to it. I've been going to conventions for about the last. We're nearing on 20 years now. We're about on year 17, 18. William Sadler was the only guy that I have seen that actually had a sign at the end of his line. There was, at Wizard World especially, the Wizard World conventions, they're very strict on their stuff. And William Sadler had a sign at the end to detract people from being scared that said, "Free conversations." He wanted people to come up. Don't be scared by the paying money for a photo, paying money for an autograph, paying money to just be in my presence. William Sadler said, who played Death in Bill and Ted 2 and Face the Music, he said, what 2 was what? Bogus Journey?
Yeah.
Was 2? Bogus Journey and Face the Music. William Sadler said, come up to me. I'm not going to charge you anything to sit there and meet me and have a conversation and have a friendly human-to-human interaction. I thought that was one of the most gracious, friendly, nicest thing that a celebrity has ever done.
that's awesome.
If I said anything tonight, that was the number one thing that I wanted to say.
That's cool.
Good for you.
That's amazing.
Makes me want to see that movie because I have yet to see it.
Oh, it's good.
Really, you know what?
It's really
I have
good.
yet to see it.
It's really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Did the daughters hold
They
their own?
did such a great job.
That's what it looks like in the trailers.
They did such a good job.
Yeah.
They
How
really
do you
did.
describe that though?
It's really hard to. Like, the easiest way to
It's
describe
like
it is
like
that
the bare minimum, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah.
the best way
Yeah.
to describe
that
their
bad?
connection is that, like,
Bare minimum.
the daughters say, "What's up, dads?" They
So
call them
it's-
dads. So it's like Bill and Ted and their wives and their kids are like one cohesive family, which is really cool. And they call them both dads.
So it's kind of it's almost like outside the box type of thing.
Yeah.
While still being inside said
Yeah,
box.
it's really good, and I was so happy when I watched it.
I like that.
I was definitely
yeah.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah, Mulan also was a movie that was delayed, and that
okay.
came out.
Yeah. Was that?
Did you watch that, Pat?
No.
Nope, neither did I.
Oh, okay.
I-
Okay. Yeah.
Me being a Disney Plus guy,
Yeah,
I'll continue to pay whatever they want every month.
yeah, absolutely.
But I think we're in the same boat. They want an extra $30 to see that movie.
Okay, I was going to pay it
Yeah.
because Mulan is one of my favorite
It's
Disney
great.
movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I love Hong Kong style, the Chinese action, martial arts, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that sort of thing. And it has that vibe to it.
Yeah.
To which I was like, okay.
But what about so kind of stepping off of the like a Tom Cruise, Last Samurai type of thing.
Uh-huh.
That's the type of stuff you like?
Yeah.
The stuff where it's kind of almost Americanized.
No. I'm talking about like it has that like if you watch the trailer, it has that vibe of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon,
right,
House
right.
of Hidden Daggers, Hero. Those like the Jet Li kind of movies.
Right.
That's the vibe it has for me. And I was
That's
like,
what hooks you.
And I was like, ooh, I really want to see this. But then the reviews started coming out. And normally I'm not a dude who goes based on reviews, but there's one YouTuber who does movie reviews religiously that I watch, Chris Stuckman.
I've never heard of Chris.
And he and I have the exact same taste in movies.
Okay, yeah.
And he saw it and he
good
goes,
stuff.
C-. And I was just like, ooh, not worth $30.
Did he give a reasoning behind it?
Yeah.
What did he have to say?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was some of the issues were that instead of making Mulan, in the original Mulan, she has to train and fight and learn how to be a hero. In the new one, she's the one. And she just has the power.
So it's kind of given to her.
Yes. So that alone, I was like, see, I want to show the kids. I want to show my daughters a movie with a strong female lead,
Right.
where she's not just given the powers. Like I love the new Star Wars trilogy. I know not everybody does.
With the Daisy.
Daisy Ridley.
Liar.
Not everybody does.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that she just in the first movie she just has all the she just knows how to do everything.
So, as far as Disney goes, what was the reasoning behind that?
I think it was just J.J. Abrams just wanting to make it easier for himself.
With all due respect, right? Because I love me some JJ all the way back to what was the one that he came out with
Alias.
After Alias.
Lost.
After Lost, it was the first movie that he
Super
did.
8.
Before that,
Cloverfield.
no. Before that, it was the little slug things that terrorized a town and took over the people. Had Michael. God, what was his name?
Are you talking about Slither?
Slither.
That's not J.J. Abrams.
Thank you. Who is that?
That's James Gunn.
James Gunn. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of James Gunn. So I'm thinking of a more of a. James Gunn. I mean, fantastic. I'm thinking of a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
My bad. On a side note, while I'm on that subject, then James Gunn. Fantastic director. J.J. Abrams, fantastic director.
Yeah.
James Gunn, though, he kind of had that same type of vibe with J.J. Abrams, where that's kind of why I got him confused there, because they started out on that TV thing. Look, now those two guys are the modern day Spielberg, the modern day George Lucas. It's refreshing to see that there's still people that are hitting that plateau, hitting that breaking through that ceiling and becoming big name directors, to where they could sell a movie on the director. You could have a cast of unknowns, and you say J.J. Abrams. The movie sells because it's just that good. That's very cool. Very cool stuff. So I'm gonna have to check out Mulan though.
Once it becomes free on Disney Plus, I'll watch it.
Have they come up with a release date for that yet?
It's sometime in December.
Okay.
I can't remember.
So it's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Good.
Yeah. Antebellum also got pushed back, which became an Amazon release, I believe. And Antebellum is from, what's his name? The other half of Key and Peele, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
He's one of the executive producers.
So he's got 2 on this list then.
Yeah.
Wow. He's really, between that, Antebellum and Candyman, he's still rolling. Yeah. Because he's strong right now. He's strong in Hollywood.
Yeah. And he's got a great eye. He's got a great vision. This movie looked interesting. It looked weird. Did you watch the trailer for it at all?
I did.
It looks weird, but good.
It's weird, but I'll say this: it's got that. There's that something unique that you don't see in a lot of movies that are coming out right now that I thought was good. And then on top of that too, I just have to say, because we're talking about him right now, Twilight Zone. Did you see any Twilight Zone?
No.
It was rough.
It was on CBS, right?
It was on CBS, and I know, we focus on the movie side of things, but you got to go for people's backstory sometimes. And it's so interesting for the fact that he's got such a strong, and Us, and
Get Out,
such a massively strong cinematic, but then with this TV stuff, it's not the same.
So I
feel different about it.
I wonder how much he really is involved.
Micromanaged, or he's somebody's stepping in. And his name is attached.
I think he's just an executive producer. To be honest,
I feel you
because I think each episode is from a different director.
Because I tell you what, the 2 or 3 that we saw, it was you couldn't focus on the story as opposed to the agenda that it had behind it. It was rough. It was rough. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and I think there's a lot of stuff that does it in the right way.
Yeah.
But that one, I just felt like they pushed it too much. It was right in your face, and it was like, okay, I get it. I okay, that's cool with me. Okay, all right, let's watch the episode. By the end of it, you're going, I just want to be entertained. Yeah. That's how I feel about Twilight Zone. All of his movies, big thumbs up. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it looks good. Free Guy also got pushed back. Original release date was July 3rd. I think it's getting ready to come out at some point.
I think it's gonna be a hit.
I think it looks interesting, and
it's got Ryan in it. He's on top of the world.
All right.
Deadpool. Okay, go for it.
I might get some hate and some flack, but that's okay.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I kind of think Ryan Reynolds is a little overrated.
Fuck you.
You're not getting any flack from me.
Okay. And the reason for that is because he plays basically the same character in every movie. It's kind of the Melissa McCarthy thing.
With the wit.
He plays the quippy, smart ass,
witty,
like, oh, I'm the hot guy, whatever, and I'm real goofy and whatever. But that works in this movie, I think. It looks funny.
Yes.
It looks interesting. And now having a PS4 and playing GTA and GTA Online.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I get it.
Okay.
Let me ask this.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not vouching for Ryan Reynolds. Okay. He does do a lot of charity work that I see with his wife. I dig that. No, I get that. Okay.
I'm not
let me say
saying
this.
he's not a good person. I'm saying
as far as and I agree.
As far as his character or his film biography is concerned, everybody loves him. Every movie he's Van Wilder.
Okay. I agree.
And is he a good person? Hell yeah, I've seen the stuff he does. Does he understand where he's at in the world? Yes, absolutely. He's Van Wilder in every fucking thing he does. Now here's the thing. That works for him. He gets roles. He gets paid millions of dollars. If I were in the same boat,
I would play the big, fat, goofy sidekick in every fucking movie they cast me in if they were paying me millions of dollars.
Right.
I'm not discounting that. What I'm
Right.
saying is he could do so much more, I think. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think that is well said, and that is exactly the type of thing that I'm saying. Have you ever seen The Proposal?
I love that movie.
That is, and I tell you what, it's one of those movies where he plays the disgruntled funny guy.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock's pissing him off.
Yeah.
He's around her, his family, and it's one of those movies where he's a little bit different than how he usually is. And I know he's made a movie with Denzel Washington, an action movie, Two Guns or something like that. I think that he made.
That was Mark Wahlberg.
What was the other one?
Hitman's Bodyguard was Samuel
There, that's
Jackson.
the one I'm looking for. Hitman's Bodyguard. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what? He has the capability, but he doesn't capitalize on it very often. And you can see that he has it from The Proposal or from some of these action movies.
He was in a movie called damn it. Oh, crap, I can't remember the name of it. It's got Ben Kingsley in it. And he plays Ben Kingsley's consciousness is transplanted into Ryan Reynolds.
God, that sounds so
body,
familiar.
and I can't remember the name of it.
Yes.
Selfless.
Is it Selfless?
Selfless.
And I tell you what, that's the type of movie that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where you can see that he goes outside of the box.
He's good in that movie, and I all I'm saying is I wish he would do more stuff.
Yes. Yep.
That's not Van Wilder.
Yep. 100%.
Your mic is off, by the way.
100%.
I turned your mic off like 10 minutes ago.
You're growling at the fact that Ryan Reynolds is an Oscar-winning actor.
Is he?
Is that
no,
what
he's not.
No, he's not. Hell no, he's not. Hell no, he's not. I'm just. That was the whole point. I'm just throwing it out there as a complete joke.
Oh man.
Okay. You said a free guy, which leads me into because it was such a that was one of the movies that was at the top of the heap as far as movies that were going to come out, and then they got delayed. The other one that comes to mind, Aaron, is Black Widow.
Oh my God, that's a sore subject, dude.
That
is a sore subject.
Originally
due out May 1st.
May 1st.
In December 10th. So a little insider information.
Yeah.
December 10th, the board of directors for Disney are having a meeting, and within that, they're discussing a lot of different things. One of those being, should they put Black Widow on Disney Plus? Do you think they should put Black Widow on Disney Plus?
If they're going to charge,
at this point,
gosh, okay, can I have a moment?
Yeah, do your thing.
The fact that when you go to Walmart and there's so much merchandise for Black Widow out, and the toy aisles are flooded with which white suit Black Widow, might I add. I feel uncomfortable with that. I'm just going to say right out of the gate.
Why?
I feel uncomfortable with her in a white suit.
It'll make sense within the context.
It'll make
of the
it
film,
in 100%. It will. 100% it will. But I play Fortnite with the boys, and they came out with skins for a bunch of the Marvel characters. They released Black Widow, and she was in a white suit. And I think what irritates me is when you're running around the map trying to shoot 100 other characters, 99 other characters, and you're wearing a white suit, you're an easy target.
Sure.
So I say I'm a little uncomfortable with the white suit. Anyway, that besides the point. There's a lot of merchandise out there, so you gotta look at it from the standpoint of a business.
Mm-hmm.
Their stuff is already on the shelves.
Yeah.
If you release that movie in theaters 5 months from now, those toys are in the bargain bins. So what do? You release it on Disney Plus to capitalize on the momentum. That's what I say.
I personally agree with you.
That's what I say.
And that is a movie I'll spend $30.
I would spend $30.
Because MCU, I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good.
Right.
But at the end of the day, though, let me ask this: when they get the tallies off of that, how do you compare that to any of the other? Because they're going to look at the numbers that she gets off of it, and they're going to say, "Well, Black Widow didn't do as well as."
I know.
And that's a shame, because if she would have came out on a regular opening weekend, COVID free,
$1 billion.
it would have been just as big as a well, it would have been up there with a Black Panther. I don't want to say big, just as big.
It would have been
up
just
there.
as big as Captain Marvel.
It would have been it would have been bigger than Captain Marvel,
I
because
agree.
she's an established character that has a huge
Captain Marvel did $1
fan
billion.
base. It did $1 billion. She would have did $1.001 billion, because you also had, with Captain Marvel, you had an unlikable star of that movie. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion.
I know.
That's why I didn't go to the theater and see that movie.
Sure.
Because I just didn't care for that actress. But a Scarlett Johansson, you know what? You're established. I like you. I like your character. I want to see more about it. Take my $17, you know, per family member, whatever it is, you know. They would have made a lot more money. It's a shame that she's not going to get to see that payoff.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's really frustrating because that's what has happened over the last, whatever years in Hollywood is, well, we make a movie with a female lead and, it doesn't do well, so obviously we can't do another female
We're not
lead.
doing another one,
No, it's because that movie was shit. It's because that movie was terrible.
Yeah.
Now, was Captain Marvel the best movie ever made? No, not at all. But it was good enough to please the fans for the most part. And this, being Scarlett Johansson, having David Harbour, Rachel Weisz, Florence Pugh, having all of those actors in this movie, and the director that's behind it, and the fact that it's after Endgame, it would have been minimum $1 billion, probably $1.5 billion.
It would have surpassed the Captain Marvel stuff. There's no question in my mind. And there's some people that like Captain Marvel more than Black Widow. There's some people that like what's her face,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson more than Scarlett Johansson, but not enough. And that's my opinion. But I think that if I was to stake a claim on it, I would have said Black Widow would have been a bigger movie and would have been a bigger female property for Marvel to hang their hats on.
I agree, and I honestly think that if it would have come out and it would have been that big, they would have been like, well, shit, now we got to make a Black Widow too.
Oh.
What are we going to do?
And then when the next Avengers comes out and they bring her back, whether it's a twin or however they spin it, and
I think they're planning it being Florence Pugh taking over, which is fine. She's an amazing actress.
Right. And I tell you what, as long as the character is there, but they could have still capitalized off of that on the next Avengers.
Yeah.
So instead of making $10 billion, they could have made $12 billion because they had a strong female lead in there that people actually cared about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So my hope is that they're going to announce at some point that it's going to come out to Disney Plus. That's my hope.
Yeah.
Because I would pay $30 to watch that.
100%.
I'm going to pay $30 to go see it in theaters anyway.
Definitely.
And I know it's going to be good.
And on top of that, kind of piggybacking off of that, we're talking about strong female leads.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Black Widow. We can't say that without moving on to Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, absolutely. That is actually getting an in-home release. HBO Max is coming to HBO Max. Is going to be free for the first 30 days if you have HBO Max.
Interesting.
And then after that, it'll be available to rent.
Okay.
And it's coming out in theaters same day. So Christmas Day, it'll be available on HBO Max. I told my wife, I said, we're getting HBO Max.
You have to.
I have to see this movie.
On the day.
I have to see it. I told the kids, I was like, you know what we're doing on Christmas Day? They're like, what? I was like, watching Wonder Woman.
Yeah. No. It's you had the perfect scenario too. Not only was the first one so good and really revitalized that whole DC conundrum that they had.
Yeah.
Not including the reshoots and what they're doing with Justice League right now, which I'm a fan of.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I am extremely excited. And I tell you what, on top of that too, they had a first good outing. I think it was one of the better outings that they had with somebody, one of their characters. But
you're having the sequel that I think is going to have the kind of the same vibe as a Thor Ragnarok, where people are excited for it, but once it comes out, people are going to go, "Whoa, that was even better than I thought it was going to be."
Yeah.
Because it's just such a strong property, such a strong character, such a strong actress, and DC needs that.
Yeah.
And I think that
the trailers kind of reminded me of like a Shazam.
yes, yeah,
Which
absolutely.
I loved. I thought it was great.
Definitely.
It was great. I was really bummed it didn't do as well as it should have.
I know. It's just one of those things.
I know. Another movie coming out soon to Disney Plus actually is going to be Soul. Did you see the trailer for this?
Soul was it was interesting. It was
It reminds me of Inside Out
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that vibe. If you got to categorize it, then Inside Out I think is the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think that that the family would enjoy it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The kids wanted to watch the trailer for it a while ago, so I showed it to them, and they seem into it. Lola does anyway, so
Yeah, it's when you've got the music tied in with the it's one of those things where you're guaranteed when you sit down with the family you're going to watch it and you're going to go,
oh,
that was entertaining.
Aw.
Yeah, that was good. It's going to have that positive message that's gonna be good. So,
Candyman, we already talked about Jordan Peele once. Candyman was supposed to come out June 12th, and it does not have a release date now. I remember the original Candyman trilogy.
right.
And I saw this and I thought,
Yeah.
doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look inspired either. Not like Get Out, not like Us, not like, some of his other movies that he's worked on. And again, he's not the director, but he's the executive producer. I think he's kind of coming up with these concepts of, let's do this. Bring me an idea for this. I wanna, put some of these things out there.
I think that he's so early on in the producer role that he has just as much power as the director.
Yeah.
And I think that it's one of those things where I feel like the agenda is going to overshadow the story and movie.
Possibility.
I really do. And
Possibility.
it's and this is coming from a huge fan of Get Out and a big fan of Us.
Mm-hmm.
But just seeing the trailer for it, it's like
it reminds me of a Blumhouse generic remake. That's what it looks like.
Good call. Good call. Because I tell you what, when you're comparing that to the original Tony Todd, Tony Todd was just a fantastic Candyman, and the gentleman that they have playing it now, his name escapes me now.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I'm not sure
he is. He has some credentials. To him, to his name, and I was impressed when I saw it, but when I see the preview, I don't get that Candyman vibe because they don't give us the bees and they don't give us the full on Candyman, and I'm a horror guy.
Yeah.
So when I see something like that, I say it's very typical of the modern society and way that they do things. And
generic. It looks generic.
It's generic. And that's the best
They're
word
like,
for
let's
it. Generic.
do a Candyman movie.
Yeah.
Hit these beats and then move on with our lives.
And we're gonna make some money enough to where we can make this movie we care about more.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to look at
Yep.
it.
How do you feel about Wes Anderson?
Acquired taste.
Yeah.
Acquired taste, but if you like a little bit of it, you can sit through one of his movies.
Did you see? Oh shoot! What was that one? Just came out. It came out a couple years ago. Oh man! Well, good thing I have the internet right here.
The murder one.
The one in the hotel or whatever. That's what this reminds me of. The French Dispatch.
Because this is You know, Wes Anderson, like I said, it's an acquired taste. It's
Yeah.
one of those ones where you've got to like a little bit of something
Yeah.
to enjoy anything. And if you don't like a little bit of it, you're probably not going to like.
It was the Grand Budapest Hotel.
The Grand Budapest. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what this reminds me of.
Good. So.
And I liked that movie a lot. I thought
Yeah.
it was really funny and interesting and weird, and everything Wes Anderson is. And that's kind of what this trailer reminds me of. And I'm kind of bummed that it just says 2021. It's not pushed back, and it's. I wanted to see this, but at the same time, again, it's one of those movies where it's like, do I need to go to the theaters to see it? No.
I can easily wait for it, but I'll also say this: it's one of those movies where, at the end of the day, it's one of those movies where at the end of the day, it's built on the acting.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're looking at the actors, Bill Murray or whoever it is in there.
Yeah.
You're watching how they play with what he's given them.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Amazing cast. I mean,
Yeah. Aren't all of his movies?
Yeah, they are. I mean,
They really are.
They are. Yeah. Tilda Swinton, Edward Norton, Timothy Chalamet, Elizabeth Moss, Jason Schwartzman, Willem Dafoe, Christoph Waltz,
Oh, my
Adrian Brody,
gosh.
Owen Wilson, Benicio del Toro, Lee Schreiber,
Incredible.
Bill Murray. I'm pretty sure is in there.
Bill's
Like,
got to be in everyone.
It's crazy.
You say that, and you say, I want to see what these actors do with this.
Yeah.
Because it's just that it's going to be they're going to be acting their pants off.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it works.
Yeah.
When you're watching a movie. But if you're watching his movies though, and you're going just on story, you're going to go, "What the hell am I watching?
What the hell's going on?
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Why are they being so weird?" Well, it's because that's how they're written,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate that. I understand that.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the thing is I like him because the movies he makes are his art.
right.
He doesn't make movies to make money. He makes movies because he has a story he wants to tell, and that's what he likes to do.
Yep.
And I'm excited for this because I think I like Grand Budapest Hotel, and that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Definitely.
And it looks weird and goofy, but enough, like not too much, not like the Isle of Dogs or whatever, which was really weird.
Right.
It was weird.
It was weird.
It was
weird.
But yeah, I'm excited for this. Another one, and that was supposed to come out in July.
Yeah.
Another one that's was pushed back again, The Kingsman.
Yeah.
So The Kingsman is interesting to me because it was supposed to come out in September, and it's been delayed. It's inevitably delayed, and now it is owned by Disney
They switched.
because it's 20th Century.
Interesting.
So they now own this property. So the question I have is, was this initially supposed to be a Kingsman movie?
It seems like it. It seems like it.
You think so?
I do.
don't
That's the
know.
initial vibe that I get.
Here's my thing is, why all of a sudden do a prequel? Why not continue on the story of Eggsy? And I know that originally when they were conceptualizing a third movie, Taron Egerton was wrapped up with the Elton John movie, and he was really busy with all that stuff.
Right.
Totally get that.
Right.
So why not just wait? Wrap up the Eggsy story.
It's one of those things where it's easy to say as a fan or somebody looking off on the side, hey, just wait to do a third one, but you have to have a cast that is willing to do it. You have to have a studio that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
A story that is well written or written well enough to make the movie in the first place. So maybe things just didn't fall into place. And all it takes, especially when you have a property that is hinging on, one or two or three names that are really solid or big to the property. If one person says no, they can continue on. But the fans themselves say, nah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
Okay.
We don't know, though. This could be a situation where maybe the fans didn't say, no, this isn't going to work. Maybe the studio said, we can't do a third one. This isn't going to work. We don't have, we're not putting our money behind this. So when it came to prequel, they said, maybe it hinges the bets a little bit. It's a little easier to do. It's a little cheaper to do.
Okay.
And then when it gets sold to somebody else,
I kind of think that this movie had been in production for a while.
Sure.
And it came across Matthew Vaughn's desk. And he goes, you know what? I could just do this as a prequel to Kingsman. And then he just added everything into it. That's the vibe I get from when I watch the trailer.
So he tied it together after he got
the script.
After he
maybe he talked to somebody at 20th Century Fox. Oh, we have this World War I movie you should take a look at.
Right.
And he's like, you know what? I could do this as a Kingsman prequel.
That's a whole lot more interesting than what I was saying, because I was going from a studio perspective.
Sure.
But when you're talking about the guy that's sitting there every single day and playing the cards and directing how things go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It would be great if it's that way. I think too many movies are foiled when it is the studio that does what I said. They're the ones that make the decisions. And it's like, well, you don't know what they could have done with that. You don't know what the director could have done. You don't know what the actors or what the fans want.
Well, so many movies lately have suffered from studio interference.
Yeah,
and I mean, Justice League. What are they going to learn?
Prime example. Prime example.
Number one example right there is Justice League.
Yep.
Because that's a whole thing for a whole nother episode.
Thank God they
came to their senses.
They came to their senses.
Jesus.
Thank God they understood the backlash.
Yeah. The next one is Morbius.
Yes.
How do you feel about this?
I think that the casting was fantastic. I'm a big fan of his, all the way back to Phone Booth. You remember Phone Booth?
Yeah.
That's
Kiefer Sutherland and Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. And he hooked me with that movie. Now, he's Morbius in this one, correct?
Jared Leto is Morbius.
You're kidding me.
No.
Jared Leto?
Yeah.
True.
Did they switch it?
No. Colin Farrell is the Penguin in the Batman.
I am never seeing Morbius if Colin Farrell isn't in it.
Oh,
I'm done.
Shit.
I'm done.
It might be good.
Oh, man.
You're telling me
it's from the same producers of Venom. Did you see Venom? Two big gray blobs flying around. Bouncing into one another, not being able to tell who it is.
I feel like I've seen Venom before.
Oh, yeah.
I could have
That's another
sworn
one. Generic, uninspired.
I could have sworn that Colin Farrell was Morbius.
Mm-mm.
And they're
Jared
giving
Leto.
it to Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Jared, you just need to take a break. Go back to music for a little
July
while.
31st is when this is supposed to come out.
All right. This is an interesting point of the show then. I will say I am going to reconstruct my entire mindset about this movie. And I'm going to say, what do I think of Jared Leto being in the title role? I think that
At least it's not Jared Fogle.
Touche. We don't,
That'd be weird.
give me a foot long, but don't give me that foot long. It's I think
Just like Aladdin, Fogel.
I think that I'm okay with it. I really enjoy, we talked about Dallas Buyers Club earlier.
Sure.
I really enjoy Leto. I think that he overdid it as Joker. I think he thought too much about it. I thought that he was he backed himself into a corner of going sending rats to the cast members and all that
Use
kind of stuff that he was
condoms and
doing.
shit.
He went too much. He went too
Yeah.
far. And he wasn't thinking about creating a character as opposed to creating an icon.
Yeah, being weird. Or
I
gross
think,
or
and
whatever.
that's the thing. He was trying to create an icon like Heath did, but when it came down to it, I think that Jared just fell short, and they trimmed him too much. They cut him in that movie. So, basing off of that, he has the chops. And that's great that he has the role because I think that he'll do a good job with it.
I think his performance will be good.
I
will
think it'd
the
be
movie
cool.
be good? I don't know. I didn't like Venom, and I don't know how it's going to tie in with the rest of the Spider-Man universe because at the end of the trailer, Michael Keaton's Vulture's in it. And it's supposedly set in the same realm as Venom, which means it's set in the same realm as Spider-Man, which means at some point, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the MCU anymore.
Are they going to?
I think that they will eventually transition
Miles?
him out and have Miles Morales be MCU Spider-Man.
For all you video game fans, though, I will say the Miles Morales PS5 Spider-Man game that's coming out. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard it's good, but I've also heard it's short.
Short?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
So-
I tell you what, when you've got to connect them,
It's a hard thing to do.
it's a hard thing to do. And I tell you what, I thought that the Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland were good. Homecoming was good.
Far From Home was
Far From
excellent.
Home was excellent. I thought that I am. If you're going to find a man crush on anybody, it's me and Michael Keaton.
Ooh.
He is my Batman.
Mm-hmm.
He is my Beetlejuice. Yes, absolutely, Beetlejuice. I am a massive Michael Keaton, but that's a product of my time,
Mm-hmm.
and so hearing you say, and I missed this where they're saying the Vulture crossover into the Morbius trailer, it gets me kind of pumped.
Okay.
It gets me pumped. I enjoy that they're tying it even closer
I'm
to the Tom
intrigued-
Holland
I'm
Spider-Man.
intrigued how they're going to do this.
Yeah.
Again, I like Jared Leto.
You know how they're doing it.
It looks interesting, but I just don't know if it's going to be great because it's from the same people who did Venom, and Venom to me was not great.
Generic.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it was very generic.
90s, early 2000 generic superhero movie.
Special
what it
effects.
means,
Special effects.
Yep.
Special effects.
Okay, so the last one on the list today is: are you a Bond fan?
No.
What?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Whoa.
Get angry. Look at it.
Whoa. Okay.
Hey,
Whew.
hey,
No.
hey,
I'm not
hey.
saying they're bad.
Okay.
I've sat through 1.5 of them.
What?
You've seen
I've
Deadpool,
sat through-
Celine Dion, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
pretty close.
that's something.
Come on, that's
All
pretty
right.
close.
No Time to Die was supposed to come out in April,
Right.
and then they rescheduled it for November,
Right.
and then now it's rescheduled for April or March or May or something like that. of next year.
Wow. So they really kicked it back.
They're really pushing it back.
Um,
And since were the 1.5 you saw were they Daniel Craig movies?
it was the original GoldenEye.
Oh, okay.
And then you're talking original Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah.
Jaws. Goldeneye
Moonraker.
or Moonraker. Yes.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Sean Connery besides Moonraker.
Oh, it was
It was the one before or after that was also pretty damn mainstream. Still talked about today.
Thunderball or something like that, or was it?
Not Goldeneye, not.
God,
Yeah.
it's.
Doctor No.
What was the
or-
one with Donald Pleasance where he played the Dr. Evil ripoff? Dr. Evil was the ripoff of him. It was Donald Pleasance with the gray suit.
Ernst Stavros Blofeld.
Yes.
What?
It's
He was played by 5 different actors, by the way.
I
Blofeld from the original Sean Connery run.
had the what was the guy that threw the hat? It was
That was
it was the Oriental guy.
we don't say Oriental, Dan.
It was the Asian. Asian? Is that okay? Sorry.
It was
No offense. Sorry.
no,
Cut
sorry.
that. Cut.
No. You Only Live Twice was the one with Donald Pleasance.
There you go. There you go. That's the one I'm looking at. What the man with the golden gun? What was that one?
That's the man with the golden gun.
Okay. Good. Telly Savalas.
Yeah.
Wow, he's just they don't make him like that anymore.
I know.
Donald Pleasance, harping back to my favorite movie of all time, the original Halloween movie.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, the original Halloween. Donald Pleasance.
Yep.
He's my boy.
Yep.
Anyway. I'm not a big Bond guy. Don't watch him. Don't care for him. I bet if I sat down and watched him, I would love him.
I would love for you to give the new ones a try.
Oh, I would 100%. 100%.
What's the new ones? Daniel Craig and
Daniel Craig, yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to.
All right.
I
Casino
love
Royale,
Daniel Craig.
Casino Royale.
Yeah. Oh,
Quantum of Solace is not good. But-
Casino Royale is the other half of one that I've seen
Oh, okay.
because it's got Mad in it,
Oh, yeah, of course. Man.
and he is that whole poker scene
Speaking
is
of,
fantastic.
have you ever seen the movie Polar?
No,
It's on Netflix.
Polar.
You should watch it.
What's the basis?
It's kind of like based on a graphic novel, and it is kind of like a John Wick sort of thing. It's Mads Mikkelsen. You just watch it.
Oh, that you.
Just watch it and text me. And
I am hooked already. Polar.
Yeah.
There's only one of them.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The new one, the new Bond movie is called No Time to Die, and it's
Yes.
directed by Cary Fukunaga,
Okay.
who?
and he is known for True Detective.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
He's known for another show called Maniac. He did a little movie. It's a very small movie. You probably maybe you heard of it. Beast of No Nation.
Beast of No Nation.
Mhm.
I have
Beast-
not.
You've never heard of that movie?
I have not.
Oh my gosh!
I'm intrigued.
It's a Netflix movie, and it's got
2015.
Idris Elba, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
Ricky.
Oh no, it is Idris Elba. Yeah, he's
Yep.
in that. Yeah, it's a Netflix movie. You should check that out. It's really good. But he directed it, and
So he's got a good list of stuff behind
yeah.
him. Okay.
And before this, it was Sam Mendes, and Sam Mendes is an amazing director. He directed Skyfall Inspector,
Okay.
and they wanted to bring him back for this one, but after the flaccid reception of Spectre,
The penis reception.
yeah, they decided to bring in someone
Dick.
else. And the trailer for this, it looks amazing. And I know Daniel Craig hates playing James Bond.
Does he really?
He does. He hates it. And I think part of that is because of the fact that the fandom nowadays is so
Intense.
yeah.
Intense.
And they have so opinionated.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason he's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, what's funny here, and this is a little local trivia for you, is meteorologist Chuck Collins.
I stole Chuck Collins' suits
Did you really?
and dress shirts
Oh my God, I'm jealous.
when I worked at Joseph A. Bank.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're a pioneer. That's all I'm going to say. You're a pioneer. That
You know
is-
the white collar dress shirts he always
Sure,
wore?
sure. You got him?
He got them from me.
Take me upstairs and let me touch him, will you? I just want to put my hands on the fabric that touched Chuck Collins. That's right. No, I tell you what, Chuck Collins, in all seriousness, he's a meteorologist here on WMBD. I think he's moved on since. He's on a different station. But anyway, moral of the story, the biggest James Bond fan that you will ever
Really?
meet in
I
your life.
did not know that.
He counts down the seconds before a premiere, knows everything about James Bond. So Chuck Collins, Peoria weather guy, loves James Bond. That's cool. It's always neat to see somebody that you see on TV every day.
If we ever do a Bond episode, we'll have to invite him on.
Say, Chuck, here, come
Chuck,
down here and let's talk
I
some
sold you
James
some
Bond.
suits, man.
That's
Come hang out in my garage. Come on.
Deadpool, man.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I think that the new Bond looks really good. I think this is going to be Daniel Craig's final outing.
Good. I mean, not
he's-
good. I'm glad he's
like,
leaving, but
he's moving on. He's going to give it one last really good performance, I think.
let me ask this.
Yeah.
With you saying that,
Okay.
I've heard of the rumblings of other 007s, and apparently there's an African American lady.
Okay, so I think within the context of the film,
She has the mantle.
He has retired.
Okay.
If you've seen Spectre, he retires at the end, and I think she takes up the number of 007.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Is in the past they've talked about actors who can play 007, who can play James Bond, I should say. And do I think Idris Elba? He's one of the ones that they're like I'm like, fuck yeah, he can play it. Yes.
Love.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
The issue is that within the context and the
Continuity?
continuity of this franchise right now, James
A
Bond
white British man.
is a white British man.
Correct.
James Bond is his name. It's his namesake. It's his heritage. Here's the thing. If they took the name of James Bond and from the beginning of the Casino Royale, they were like, your new code name is James Bond, you're 007. It would, to me, make more sense why he goes to a hotel and he goes, my name's James Bond, James Bond.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense because then that gives you the opportunity of going, you know what? It's just a mantle. Let's cast Idris Elba. Right? My dream casting? Henry Cavill.
Oh, that's interesting.
Have you seen a movie he did called The Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
Mustache.
When no, that
Mission
was from
Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, okay.
Yes, correct. My dad always talked about growing up on the TV show,
yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, yeah.
starring. I should be crucified right now for missing.
That's okay.
Spider-Man.
As soon as you say it, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Not the man from Snowy River.
He was always the bad guy in movies or TV shows. He was the guy that would pop up. Vaughn. Robert Vaughn. Thank you. I'm glad I at least got the last name there.
Yeah.
Dad always talked about Robert
yeah.
Vaughn and how amazing he was in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and then Henry Cavill and all the stuff that they did with it. I don't think that it spread as much as it should have.
It was. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was.
It's so good.
Just
It's so good.
One of those movies where after you watch it, you go, yeah.
Yeah.
You go,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, yes.
That was
all right.
Good.
All
Good.
right.
I was thoroughly entertained by
I
that.
finished that movie and I go, I would like another one.
Yes.
I was like Thor in the first Thor movie when he throws that coffee cup down. I'll have another. That was me.
Yes.
That was me at the end.
Absolutely.
Of that movie. I love Guy Ritchie, and I think that is probably one of his. I don't want to say best movies, but one of his better movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Henry Cavill's performance in that movie, though he plays an American, I'm like, there's a shot where they're in Russia, or no, they're in Berlin, I think, at the very beginning of the movie, and he walks out of the shadows, and he's got his suppressed, like PPK or whatever the fuck it is, same gun even, suit and tie, 3-piece suit, and he walks out of the shadows, and the light hits his eyes just right, and I paused it. I don't show you the picture. I'll look it up.
Okay.
And I was just like, that's fucking James Bond. Oh my God.
It gave you that intense vibe.
Just wait till, oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
There's You
Not
can
Henry. What am I doing?
you can cast that role to anybody, but at the end of the day, it's got to have. There's that unteachable, that unmistakable, just quality that you got to have. There it is. There it is.
Look at that.
You could cut off from the bridge of his nose down and the middle of his forehead
shadow
up,
right here.
and
Everywhere
you
else.
say, "That's James Bond."
Oh my god,
That's James Bond. I
This-
agree.
I mean,
with
this
that.
is a well lit image, but in the movie,
Yeah.
he walks out of the shadows,
Yeah.
and gets lit, and I was just like,
Yeah, that's.
I was like, oh my god,
He could definitely Henry Cavill. Look at that. He is. He's rocking some James there. You know, he's. And it's funny to say this, but you got to have that certain flair of. You got to be attractive to both sexes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. You know, Henry Cavill. He's a handsome guy. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to, go to bed with him tonight.
And he's British.
And he's British. It's just, I don't want to, wake up tomorrow morning and say, "Oh, Henry, thank you for spending the night with me." But I do want to say, "Oh, Henry, thank you for being James Bond."
yeah,
It's just, yeah. That is a very astute observation there.
Somebody asked me, and they said, "Do you really want to give him that too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would."
Yeah. What's?
I mean,
it
he's,
doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah, he's Superman. Yeah, he's The Witcher. Oh, yeah, I mean, he can be James Bond.
Well, you look at somebody.
Like,
There's
oh
a
my
lot of people that
gosh.
complain about, the Chris Evans playing Human Torch, and Chris Evans playing Captain America. And it's like you're talking about in the superhero genre.
Yeah,
And then you look at somebody like Henry Cavill. Yeah, you played Superman. You can't tell me that James Bond is in the same genre as James Bond and Superman are two different genres. So let the guy do what he can do. Let him do what he can do. Bane and Venom with Mr.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let people. If somebody is made for the role,
Let him be in.
don't worry about other projects that they've worked on, because that is a different idea from a different person, from a different mindset. Let that person do it.
Just like Willem Dafoe should play the Joker.
Oh, have you seen The Gaps?
Yes.
Oh my God. I've watched. It's so insane that you said that, because I think over the last 2 days, 36 hours, whatever, I think I've watched that 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I like my gaps.
Mm-hmm.
I've got gaps in my teeth. What did he say? My father says my teeth are air cooled. And he's just so, and they've got that filter from Snapchat over his face of the Joker when he's doing this stuff. And for anybody who hasn't seen it out there, it is such a, you're hypnotized by it.
Yeah. He
And
would be just.
Wouldn't he be? An older, wiser,
Bring him back with Michael Keaton.
more maniacal Joker.
Put him in the Flash movie as the Joker.
If you're talking,
Let's-
and they're talking about a Batman Beyond with a new Batman, and you're talking about the Michael Keaton being the
older Bruce Wayne?
the older,
Yeah.
wiser mentor. Why not have an older Joker? Because Batman's got to be with all of his villains, and they age too.
Yep.
That would be incredible.
He's so amazing.
That'd be incredible. But you also have to stop and say, even though it's another dimension, it's another universe, they're still using the Keaton Batman. Joker died in '89. He died. He was dropped off the building.
But within the context of the comics, do you remember
Multiple Jokers.
Well, there's multiple Jokers, but also within the context of comic books, in the Killing Joke, he says, "I like my options as multiple choice."
Sure.
So there could be multiple Jokers. There could be somebody who was inspired by him, by Jack Napier, who wasn't the real Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
100%. And on top of
there's
that,
a lot of ways you could play it, but oh my gosh, Willem Dafoe is the Joker. Woo.
what did they say? They say that
Where'd that come from?
with time comes where you're more comfortable with the character.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't see that time play out, you're watching that character, and they say, this guy's been the Joker for the last 20 years or whatever it's been since. And as the audience, you say, that guy's okay, that's the Joker right there. I believe it. I believe it. He's an older guy. They say that he's been around since then. He learned off the Jack Napier Joker, the Jack Nicholson. I myself would be fine with that as a viewer. That would be fantastic. Has there been any rumblings of that?
I don't think so.
That's
Wouldn't
such
it
a
be
shame.
awesome, though?
That's such a shame.
It'd be great.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
All right, so that's our full list of movies that have been delayed because of COVID. I don't think we're gonna have time to play a game because we're at 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We've rolled tonight.
Isn't it? It's
Boys?
great. Yeah,
We've rolled.
2.5 hours
We're an hour and 15 minutes over.
over what we normally do. Yeah, I know. So suggestions. So suggestions is a section where we suggest things that we like or are doing or playing or listening to or whatever. My first suggestion is a YouTube channel called Dark Corners Reviews. I actually sent this to you, and they just posted a new video the other day. Bela Lugosi. They're talking about Bela Lugosi. And it's a really, really cool channel where they talk about old horror movies from the 1920s and they talk about a lot about the Universal monster movies, which I know you're a huge fan of.
Yeah, massive.
And I just thought that was, that I love that channel, and I could literally sit down and watch those videos for hours. He just does his research. He does a great job.
Who?
The guy who runs Dark Corners Reviews.
WGN? No?
My other suggestion is I just started replaying Red Dead 2. Because I'm waiting for Cyberpunk. It's not out yet. Just restarted playing Red Dead 2.
From the beginning
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to play it low honor mode.
Are you really?
I think so.
Okay.
Low
All right.
honor mode?
Interesting.
I mean,
but
Just kill everybody.
you're staying off online.
Oh, yeah. I'm not
No,
doing
you're
that.
yeah.
I don't like the Red Dead Online. I like GTA Online.
GTA Online, which we're gonna get on and play
Yeah, we
that.
have to get on there.
We're gonna get on and play that. It's so. Let me ask you this: as somebody who's played through it before, I know you have.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you come back and do it again?
I think the interesting part is there's a lot of stranger missions, is what they classify them as,
Sure.
which are you'll be riding through a town and this little white blip will come up and you just hear someone, hey mister, and you can go over and you can do these little side missions, and then you get different outcomes. I mean, the end of the story is the same, but you get different outcomes on cutscenes if you have low honor versus high honor, which is how I played it the first time.
Sure.
And some of the dialogue is a little bit different, and it just, I don't know. It's overall, it's a really good game. I actually just
It's engrossing.
Yeah, it is. And I just saw this before we started.
definitely gross, yeah.
And hold on just a second. So it was a GameFAQs Instagram post, and it said Red Dead Redemption 2 was in development for 8 years. It took 700 voice actors, 300,000 animations, 500 motion capture actors, and 500,000 lines of dialogue.
Holy moly!
And over 1,000 software developers to make.
Holy
It is
moly.
that engrossing. Like,
Is it?
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I finished the game, and I still only had like 75%.
Wow. That's a game with high replay value.
Yeah.
It's a game that even if you don't play the online stuff, and I know a majority or a lot of people nowadays will play the online stuff.
They
and it's
just
like,
dropped a new update today.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what the update was, but they just dropped an update today.
but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? you when you're playing through that main story mode and you're getting new stuff that you didn't see last time, you're like, whoa, there's this side mission I didn't do last time, or that's intriguing to me because it's so detailed.
Yeah.
So Red Dead 2, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It's awesome.
That's a great one to go about. Myself, I'm looking forward to jumping into maybe some old school stuff that I haven't shown my kids. Like, you guys ever seen the movie The Monster Squad?
Oh yeah.
Monster Squad.
Yeah,
is,
Monster Squad is so
that's a huge one. That's a huge one.
Wolfman's got nards.
The Wolfman's got nards.
I love the guy who plays the Dracula in that movie.
Isn't he just
I can't remember his name now. He's been in a lot of stuff, but he and spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, you should definitely watch it. He blows up the
treehouse with a stick of dynamite.
Doesn't he? Yeah, it's
And meeting adjourned.
Yeah, meeting adjourned. He's just the guy that plays him. The Frankenstein is so sympathetic in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
The moral of the story is there's so many movies like that that are not mainstream that I want to show my kids nowadays. And it's like, you know what? We're going through this COVID time. We've got a lot more time to watch movies. We've got a lot more time to watch TV shows and whatnot. But there's so many movies like The Monster Squad that these guys have got to see. Because if I don't show them now and something happens to me tomorrow, they'll probably never see it because they'll never have a connection to it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that movie so many times when I was young, and they've already seen The Monster Squad. And what's funny is I bring up Monster Squad, they've watched it, and they said, it was okay.
What?
We don't ever want to watch that again.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't love Monster Squad, but you know what? They're about 4 years older now. Maybe if we watched it again, they would enjoy it.
I'm not being offensive, but it's gay.
Yeah, it's just
From like 10 years ago, they're like gay.
yeah, it's just there's so many movies that I need to watch. So that's my thing now. You're talking about starting Red Dead. I'm gonna find some of these hidden gems, these hidden classics that it's been years since I've seen. I'm gonna show the kids.
God of War,
Our
Uncharted.
my kids are weenies,
gay.
and they would not watch. They won't watch Monster Squad.
Really?
It's too scary. I'm like, what? Get out of here.
You know, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Alyssa actually she's the one that was just like, have you ever seen Monster Squad? And I'm just like, I don't know what that is. And we watched it on YouTube.
You're kidding me.
Before we got married.
Oh.
Before YouTube was good.
Was that a rough copy?
It was glitchy.
Yes.
A little glitchy.
Yes.
And it was about 5 or 6 different videos we had to watch.
Part 1.
Yeah.
Part 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's like, no. This goes before this. No. Hold on, we got to go back.
It's such a good movie, and there's so many more that I can think of but Monster Squad is the exact definition of the type of movie I'm talking about, and it's fun. But you know the thing is, you go to the video store, which I think is. I wanted to say that because that's becoming a thing of the past now.
I know.
Family Video
just closed a bunch of stores, which is so...
It hurts.
Heartbreaking.
It hurts. Yeah. Family Video, but the thing is, you go to a Family Video, you may not find that movie.
Probably not.
There's only so many they can fit into the store, so it's like, you know what? You start running out of options. But luckily with the internet...
Amazon Prime,
you know, Netflix, Hulu, you can find that kind of stuff on there, but it's just luck of the draw when it comes to that. Yeah. So it's really up to us as parents or this generation to keep throwing that stuff back to the other people. So the younger generation.
Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't have everything. We try to watch Dutch because that's a Thanksgiving movie.
Sure.
And it's not on there. And we watched it last year on Amazon Prime.
See?
And they're like, it's not available in your area. And I'm like, why?
The luck of the draw. Prime example.
I know. It's frustrating. Pat, you got anything to add? You want to suggest anything?
movie, TV show, music? What do you mean?
Whatever.
What's the thing that's tickling your pickle right now?
The last thing I can think of is regular show, probably.
Oh yeah, it's on my list.
Is that the
Is
one with the
it?
bird?
You're not gonna watch
There's
It's
it.
on my list.
There's
You're
a blue
not gonna
bird in
watch
that
it.
one
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's
what-
not gonna.
Is that
watch
good
it.
stuff?
He's not. Nah, he's not.
I am too. It's on my list.
It's
You guys
eight-
do watch Steven Universe?
Fight,
Isn't that what it is?
fight. Steven Universe. The
It's-
boys have seen some Steven
It's,
Universe.
it's 8 seasons of and then like you get to 6 or 7, and it's just like, oh, okay,
It's good
oh,
stuff.
shit. Well, yeah, kinda.
Have you guys ever seen China, Illinois?
China?
China, Illinois.
No.
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 Oh my
That's,
God.
What are you
okay,
talking
it
about?
wasn't just me. It was you too. I don't know.
I thought you said
what
Chinette for a second.
Holy moly, Miss
What?
Jolie. It is a show
China?
about a community college in Illinois, and the dean of the school is played by Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, and it's about these two professors that are brothers, and they just it's so ludicrous.
That's from 2008.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
like- that's
ludicrous. There's
Too
3
Fast and
seasons of it. 2008. They came out with
Final
you know,
episode was 2015.
2015. See, I may not even gotten to that, but it's
Jeffrey
got
Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor is in
Oh,
it.
man.
It's got
Fast and
some
Furious.
good people. But I tell you what, it is the most clever, genius, over the top, but yet subtle in the same breath show that I've ever seen. You guys, I highly
check that
recommend
out.
it. China, Illinois. If you're wanting an Adult Swim type of show,
What?
that is the perfect one.
Okay, I'll have to
China,
check it out.
Illinois?
Yeah,
China,
It's on Hulu.
Illinois. Yep.
Already lost.
China, Illinois.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Man, we hit some stuff.
What a long episode. I'm surprised.
It's my fault.
No, it's fine.
It's-
It's 2 hours and 45. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
We were rolling.
An hour and 15 minutes.
Well, you could have left a while ago if you wanted to.
It feels like I've been here for 7
Yeah.
minutes.
I know.
It
right?
it's just
Headphones.
incredible.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes,
man.
my gosh,
appreciate
thank
it.
you so much. It was a
appreciate it,
blast.
yeah.
Thank you guys.
Well,
it was just
you are welcome back anytime.
I appreciate it.
Every
Fun, right?
Tuesday,
Fun, right?
you're welcome to come back.
I appreciate it. I will take you up on that offer
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, share it around. If you want to suggest anything, make sure you leave a comment down below. Until next time, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.